in yours. I don't think Jaywalks knows. Hold up. Jaywalks. Jaywalks. He couldn't hear me. I'll message him.
He told me that he left. He said Jay wasn't even here. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there. I was like, I thought you saying when you said he ain't let he left.
Oh, no, he
I
did leave
thought
for
you
a
meant
second. He came back. What up, Alvin? Sorry, I got started late
that he
tonight.
had.
Pesh, thank you. I heard you, but I don't know why you couldn't hear me.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Thank you.
Everybody had
Thank you.
audio issues. I knew it wasn't just me. I blame that on Jaywalk.
I got to call Cornette's tech guy, Higglebottom, Higglebottom or something. I don't know his name. I'm gonna find out his name.
I said Brian last.
No, I got my tech guy. The guy Cornette, the guy Cornette. He invented the email link.
Yeah, thank you,
You
brother.
know-
Tomorrow we'll do
The
that
Monroe.
show.
Talking about the Monroes.
Yeah. Those guys. Yeah, you got to call the tech guys. You got his
I
name.
don't think the Monroes do any tech. I think they're
No, that's
Feather
the
Bottom.
landscape guys. Higglebottom. Yeah, that's
talking about Feather Bottom.
Featherbottom. That's what I was trying. Featherbottom. I was trying to think of the
Yeah.
name, and I know Pesci's thinking to himself like, this fucking Jaywalks, Higglebottom, Huckleberry. What's he talking about? Yeah, Featherbottom. Call Featherbottom.
Featherbottom.
Fix your tech problem. Punch. You know, the guy that made up the the email link. And yeah,
Hit me up on my Gmail, man, and I'm just gonna send him my cash out.
is that your Cash App? I see on the Money in the Bank thing. You pay for
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Good idea. Good idea.
I
Good
have-
idea, man. Good idea, man.
Yeah, I already know, but
Good idea, man.
I went ahead and said, you know what, man, go ahead and do what you gotta do. That's what Vince told me.
Nice, Alvin.
Spirit Shroud.
This.
We got Wonder Woman battle.
Good idea, man.
Yeah, what I'll do tomorrow, Jaywalk, since I got you in here is, I'll probably start or whatever, and then you could just join in whenever.
Sounds good, my
In case
brother.
you're
Yeah,
in case
definitely.
you're doing something with your dogs or whatever.
Yep.
Nothing but net.
Got you.
Because I'll have a lot of shit to show tomorrow.
Sounds good, man.
That chicken chunk is.
Yeah, Becky's still gone. I just turned that on. I saw Tina by herself. I mean, maybe we'll check that out later on. We'll see what happened, but yeah, there hasn't been much on that front.
Damn, what's it? 200 million? Hey, motherfucker, that was 130 million XP. Okay. I'd like to shout out Bailey for coming back. That bitch beating up everybody, and them titties were bouncing all over the place, man.
Yeah, she's overweight. I mean, thick. I'm sorry, thick.
You like you and Brad, y'all like them anorexic bitches. Y'all like
No,
the fucking
anorexic.
Becky Lynch. You keep those Becky Lynches and the
What's up, boys?
So JP, yeah,
Right.
Becky. I'm sorry, anorexic is just as unhealthy as thick. Under and over.
Oh
Hey,
man,
hello,
man,
Andrew,
you guys,
man.
I,
Thank
I,
you,
I, felt
sweetheart.
like I felt like I left last time. You guys are still talking about this. Now you're talking about it again.
Oh no, last time you left without saying goodbye. You just bounced out. So that's a
Yeah,
different
no,
story.
yeah,
You
I
wanna
was
bring
very,
that up,
I was very impolite.
That was I tried to do that.
Well, I apologize.
Hit me up on the cash app. We call it dibs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
settle it for $7 for the.
Had I
pay-per-view.
known you were going to bounce out like that, I would be able to sell you a ticket. You know, you had your seat reserved for the whole show, not just 2
Oh.
hours. You know,
Yeah, we on some AEW shit over here, man.
you still didn't pay for parking, bro. You swiped your card, but you did a gift card for McDonald's instead of your Amex card. So
Yeah.
I say I'll
I was
take care of you.
trying to play a goof.
What up, BC? I'm a little late tonight. But
Thank
I'm
God we
here.
didn't give that. Thank God we never gave that chicken finger plate on the house. That was $44.95. Had some lobster sauce on it.
Let's tag.
What's good, Patchy?
You know, he's
Oh.
quiet now. He's quiet
I
now.
called up those people that gave me that ticket for the tent, and they said, yeah. I said, I don't want this shit on my record. I'm about to go get my CDL and shit. And she goes, I'll tell you what you can do is take all that tent off the front, the driver and the front passenger,
Oh.
pay $20 for a dismissal, and that'll be it. I was
Okay.
like,
Did somebody
shit.
say tent? Did somebody say tent?
No, I thought Punch was saying tent the whole time. I was like, where are you camping out, brother? What are you doing? No,
Yeah, but don't
No,
say punch
window
out. Did you
tent.
say tent? Punch out? Did you get in trouble?
no,
for tent?
he meant tent.
Yeah, I got 10. Yeah, I got the only people that get. Hey, I'm telling you, like the windshield, no one fucks with me with that. It's just the
Hold
front two, the front driver and passenger, bro. And it's
So I-
always state troopers.
So
one else.
so we're on the same page. I don't want to interrupt you, but I don't want to confuse myself and aggravate anybody. Can we just back up? You have tint on your vehicle. Did you get in trouble for your tinted windows? Did you? Yes or no? Just so we
Yeah.
don't get. Okay, that's very, very funny because I think I told you numerous times you might possibly get in trouble for your tint. Be careful.
I told him that too. The month
Yeah.
I got pulled over, he said that would never happen down here.
Yeah, of course. Just like him dropping the N-bomb
No,
on here in
but
Boston.
state troopers.
It
State
doesn't matter.
troopers,
You didn't. I never said, "Hey,
Up,
listen,
Daniel?
the cops in Dallas will let you go, but the cops from Sacramento won't." I never just state troopers, the sheriff's department, county sheriff, police department. I didn't say.
But not to be a devil's advocate, but Punch, like we're like in Texas, like the state troopers are different than like the state troopers anywhere else.
Maybe
in Texas, they're pulling motherfuckers over, and they might not see another motherfucker for like 2 hours. Where they're going like
all
just
the-
you could pull a gun out on like a Texas state trooper.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, thank you,
no,
JP.
man.
Thank you, JP.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
I'm sorry.
maybe I
I'm
took-
sorry.
no,
Forget
maybe
it.
Maybe I took that into consideration when I said don't do it. Maybe maybe I did. But seeing as I didn't, because I just said overall everybody, that's even more of a reason why you shouldn't do it. I wouldn't know coming from Massachusetts, but being a Texas boy like he is, down country, down south there, like he is, he would know more. So why would he do it? Now I don't even know, and I gave him a heads up. Pesci wouldn't know, and he gave me a heads up. Now the boy got in trouble. Wow.
Yeah,
They
but
walk
all
me
you gotta
right
do is
in
pay
the
$20 and they'll dismiss it. It's not really in
That's,
trouble.
hey, but hey, it's
Pay-
trouble.
Pay
Is it?
$250 for that.
Yeah, how much the tents cost?
Well, I mean,
It's
I
just a
could
point.
always
I'm
get-
right and you're
I'd
wrong.
rather it not be on record.
It's just
I'm right
and
and you're
That's all
wrong,
that matters.
motherfucker.
That's all that matters.
I'm right. You're not coming to my birthday.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
with somebody else.
you're
My
right.
dad
But
could be
if-
your dad.
If
My
I'm
dad
not
could be
found
your dad.
guilty- if
Dark
I'm not
Side of
guilty
Servap
it,
is in the chat.
I'm
Oh,
not guilty.
Dark Side
then
Servap.
You're not right then.
hey,
Dark
Pet.
Side Servap and One Cool Cracker is in there.
Wow, 2 manuals going at once with only 2 hands? If there's 3 bots in here, how's he gonna manage? Holy moly, holy moly. Holy moly.
Tony Harrison, are you a real account or are you a fake?
Whoa, doctor.
Darkside, Terry Tibb drinking 20 Diet Cokes, so that dishwashing, lap dancing, cool crackle. Oh my gosh, get the manual out, sir. Hey, punch. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong.
Hey, it's not on my record.
I never said. I never.
If I'm not guilty of it, if I'm not guilty,
I didn't say-
hey.
I didn't say anything about the race.
You know
of
what
the
I told him though?
I didn't say
You
what
know what I
day it was
told
going
him?
to
When they
be.
say how you plead, I say I take the Alfred plea.
BC said, can we get some support, guys?
Alfred Exactly.
That's a go. Yeah, I have not gotten any support in the last half hour. Come on, guys, give me some
I'm
support.
trying to raise some money, man.
That-
'cause-
that's
get-
tomorrow,
I wanna get
BC.
that pedal.
Tomorrow
I'm
we
trying-
will
I'm
be
trying to raise some tomorrow. I'm gonna
we
raise
will
some
be
money
listening to
so
some
get
beggars
some-
tomorrow.
Pesh, you about to cut a promo, Pesh? You gonna do a promo, or can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
BC relapsed. BC has relapsed and gone back to playing tourney. Tourney time, BC. I'm still double platinum champion against the 8-year-olds.
Game.
But it's only $20. It was by a state trooper. You didn't say the cop was going to be black or white, and it was Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. No, I didn't. I can say the word wherever I want. Yeah.
Right now he's playing Truck Simulator and he bought a wheel. He actually bought a
pulling
truck
out-
wheel with it.
Oh, if you're gonna play Trust Simulator, you better get out a fucking wheel. What are you doing then? You know,
Yeah. Well, no,
you're
some
just playing
people
with you're just
use
playing with
controller.
yourself if you don't have a wheel. You know.
I'm going to get the game and drive my Jeep. That's what I'm going to do. That's a real wheel. Where it
Hell
takes
yeah.
me, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I go in the river.
You're gonna drive your real car like an adult.
Yep.
Taking out some
I know.
tough terrain.
And I'm not going to do anything illegal with tint. I told you I had tint on my windows, and a state trooper pulled me over also, way back. No, it was actually my exhaust.
BC
Well,
said
wasn't
Cat
my
is
kid,
downstairs
like,
crying right now, worried about. Yeah.
Hey, I seen a guy with those ducks in his windshield. Should I assume that he's homosexual?
Oh, I figured I got to take a picture of my ducks. Oh, I'm in the garage right now. Maybe a picture of my ducks. We ain't talking about no selfie, like a duck selfie picture. We're talking about,
Oh, hold on, I
ducks.
can't see right now. I'm doing a fucking
well, if I take a picture, Punch,
hero shit.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
I won't delete it. It'll be there for as long as
Yeah.
you want to keep it for. So you'll be able to see it later. if you want.
I thought you was doing
It's
some-
worth 1,000 words. You know, a picture.
Well, no, 'cause
Hey,
he
man.
was saying like if guys who have those fucking ducks, they're like,
Kind of,
ain't
kinda
no,
homo.
do I look like a fucking homosexual to you? I'm like, I don't
yeah, it's kind of.
I ain't
you
got
know.
no G. That's
Yeah,
up there
I
with the
don't know.
Flamingos,
What duck are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna show you. I'm
man.
gonna
That's a Jeep thing.
Oh no, it's a Jeep. It's
No,
a
for
goddamn.
real.
It's a
That's
Jeep
what they
thing.
It is.
No, it really is. No, I didn't know.
Oh.
Somebody put a duck in my car one time. I threw it in the fucking parking lot. And then another guy was Jeep told me what it was all about. So I had to make it look good and go get it, pick it up like around. Oh, thank you. Damn, he was the guy who put it in my door. I'm like, what the fuck is this duck doing on my door? I'm embarrassed.
And they just dropping that shit at your door like that. bro?
And they put them in your door handle. What, and they put them on your windshield wiper. They leave them for you. You know what I mean? Give me a second to get my phone and shit like that.
I'm an idiot, man.
Like a rubber duck?
Not
There's
the one
one
spraying
of
the
the little
bathtub. But
What up, Tolliver?
I'm gonna take
Like a little
I'll take a
duck.
picture, JP. I'm gonna put it in the Discord,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can also look at it for free.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if
No,
I
you
gotta,
could've put it on my
if I gotta pitch
Patreon,
in,
man.
you know.
Yeah.
No, not gonna be a
Yeah,
photo. Not
on
gonna
my
go
Patreon.
drop it off a photo, Matt. It's gonna be a picture.
I mean, we gave away gay people pussy pick for free.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us about the free diseases we got. Also, that wasn't free. It's one of the fucking medical offices. After that.
You didn't tell me what I was even looking at. I thought it was someone's.
Literally the fucking black hole.
I just wanted y'all to use your imagination, though.
I thought it was a rock formation.
Hey. Bada boom, bada
Schmidt
bing.
for the $2 donation.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. You know?
Gotta be.
Hey, remember that picture, the pizza I sent you guys in Discord, which is still there for free for
Thank
viewing.
you, Schmidt.
My
Piece
fucking
of shit.
my dog.
Shit like that,
my
shit
dog
like
ate
that,
off.
shit
I'm
like
sick.
that,
I never
shit
ate it.
like that, shit like that.
Piece of
He's
shit.
never-
side. Yeah.
He's never eaten food from me. I've left food out an easier place to get to. He jumped up on the sink in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and eat my pizza.
Oh, hot dog is in the chat.
I have not seen a manual at Big Lots for that name.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Yeah, that's the name.
There's a Bobby Lee, right?
Give me a hot dog all. Oh, I want all. How do you want that, sir? I want it all around. Okay, 2 all arounds coming up.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Well, if the dogs don't like it, then shit.
Thank you, Schmidt. Schmidt with another $2 donation. Thanks for all the support.
You got your donations right now, Pesh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a challenge.
Yeah, we did challenge. Yeah.
Hey, where's your like burnt Subway sandwich you're gonna eat right now?
Oh,
No time for DoorDash tonight. Okay. Give me a Diet Coke. DoorDash.
Pesci has to eat like 2 burnt Subway sandwiches to get the donations tonight. You know, raise the bar.
that's the way Cleveland makes their food burnt.
How do you burn a Subway sandwich?
That guy that makes the videos where he's like, oh, I'm doing this for the fans. He's eating like a burned ass Subway sandwich.
Everyone did get Phil in a Subway.
Definitely.
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah, Phil, yeah.
Where are my ducks? I don't know where I put them. I have them in the garage. They're all in a row. I don't know what. I display them, but I display them. Oh, here they are. That's okay. They're behind my last corrections cap. I never wore it. Now, in this picture, okay, there'll be some personal information, like my last name on the street sign. There's 2 street
Damn,
signs.
another
in the picture.
$2 donation.
Holy shit, my challenge is just please don't dox me. You see the name
Holy
Mechanic
shit.
or
Oh
Walker.
my God.
I don't know which one will be.
Let's see, Worcester's mobile mechanic.
Thank you.
Wow. Who's that? May I ask what are the names that are providing such a generous evening? I mean, I can't see the chat. That's why.
Oh,
I don't know
Schmidt.
anybody. Oh, Schmidt. Look at that. So the lap dancer one, dishwasher and the other one, and the ghost, the other one. So 3 different people?
No,
Schmidt,
all from the
Schmidt,
same
Schmidt.
account.
Yeah. So I take it he's still got his job. He's still getting paid, right? To have that kind
Yeah.
of money lying around. Oh. I'm gonna have to hit him up for a loan.
Dark Side Servap said, Bad Chris is going to $2 this thing to death.
Mm.
Well, Pesci, unless people raise up like $35, you're not going to tell the fucking prison stories, right? You know?
Another $2 donation.
Holy! I'm not doing any challenge tonight. I'll be broke. I won't be
Thank
able
you,
to buy.
Schmidt.
I will be broke.
I will not be able to buy coffee tomorrow morning. Hey, Punch, why are you seeing as a couple of individuals here that are? I don't know if that one is here, but you're gonna be doing a show possibly. Which put up JT can arrive and people that will see the stream can attend. You know, so you can get some, crazy viral numbers. You know, you want to announce it maybe. I think I like that JT there. Yeah.
That would be interesting.
What am I supposed to do for the viral numbers?
Nothing. It's one of those things where you just sit back, relax, and just take the train, midnight train. all the way to Green Bay. Take the Amtrak. Just imagine you're in the back of a station wagon with a mermaid or Jigga Pickle.
That's rough.
He's like, whoa.
The smell would be unbearable.
Which one?
Oh, us three all combined, baby.
Us three all combined. That's funny.
Hey, that motherfucker, hey, y'all gonna have that my station wagon. Don't smell like a horse.
Yeah, that shit detailed after us, right?
Oh shit. Yeah, like that. Gotta hear some of that Ozium.
Fuck!
That Ozium, man.
This fucking shit's crazy, man. Thank you, Schmidt. If we raise $30, Pesci will call Eric Roman. That second phase is so stupid.
You know, I missed it, but I seen Mike O'Malley. He really biffed it at the end. Dude.
He's there, Michael.
Mr. Melatonin missed it. Also, you were the only one that dipped out. At least you dipped out and hung the phone up. We heard.
Oh yeah, I turned my sound off on the little jack.
Snuffleupagus over here.
Ah, well, you know, JP did mention that he was gonna get something to eat. Said,
Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
I think that's what he was gonna do. But he must have went to an all-night buffet.
Yeah, I never came back. Yeah.
Well, we heard that's your go-to style though. So we expect us to know.
Well, it's the classic Irish goodbye. You know? At least I told you so.
Yeah,
I could have just left and not said nothing. That's the rudest, dude.
You did leave without saying nothing. You told us now 3 days later. You did leave without saying.
Oh yes,
I do have feelings. My brother.
Now that was the Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
It's like chewing and screwing, chewing and screwing, on a date, no less.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will.
Barkley said, Rico, shout out to Jaywalks.
I got said, oh, Tiger Woods autographed at auction today. He only had one bid at $5. I was gonna text you actually the link. I didn't be interested in Al Barkley.
Dude, this second phase is retarded, man.
Oh yeah, I got a special announcement. Wait.
Oh, you do? What is that punch? Do you want the floor? You gotta make an announcement.
Yeah.
Do you want the floor? Do you want the floor?
Hey, I'm already sitting down on the floor at the shelter, man.
I will not take a picture of the ducks right now. I'll wait till your major announcement is over.
No, but pretty soon I'm gonna have a sit down with Thunder and
No.
J-Rock.
What's the first name, bro? What's the first name? You, holy shit! I'm first. I'm much better.
Oh, well, J-Walk and Thunder. We're gonna have like a round table discussion. We're gonna try and find out the ins and the outs. So I will be the moderator.
No,
I
partner.
will refrain from talking shit. Act professional. Should be good.
This is new. This is exciting. When will that be, sir?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard next week.
Wow.
So, I'm waiting.
You got a better chance of getting an autograph from Jesus Christ.
How about God?
Hey,
instead?
I mean,
Yeah, some signed sandals.
Scientology shit.
if you don't, and I'm not gonna ask again, but we don't have to.
What's good, Jacob Waters?
Jacob,
What up, Jacob Waters?
That motherfucker fell asleep on that goddamn rum and shit.
Some ramen made me fall asleep too. A lot of sodium.
Punch, is that the end of your promo? I would have thought you would have talked up a little bit more.
No, I mean, I'm
Talking
just
shit.
you
I mean,
know how, like,
talking
when you cut a
shit.
steak, and when you cut a steak, man, you just want to cut a little bit of fat out of it.
Okay.
Kind of like when you're cooking a brisket.
All right. Well, last time I cooked a brisket, I used my thick lighter to keep it warm.
That's the one that barked.
But you gotta,
What
oh, you got,
Saturday, man?
you gotta taste it though.
Look,
You
man,
gotta taste it,
it's
though.
so
Otherwise it don't
retarded.
count.
Oh, no.
That's we don't use that word around here.
Hey, easy there, pal.
That's just a special. Not
Oh,
retarded.
your horse is there.
That's not a short bus name. That's just a bus
Did
that's
you
not
did you watch the fights, Jacob?
Yeah, I did.
What you thought about the main and co-main?
You can't tell by his tone of voice. He's also sad like my son. He's sad like you punch
I
Bill.
woke up.
No,
So-
I think it's O'Malley. People are jumping off the bridge because O'Malley lost.
Kevin
So I
O'Malley.
I got every single. If you would have watched my live, I got every single fight prediction right, including the round and who won. And I did it live. Like I just guessed it on the spot. I got every single one of them right. I got the only thing I missed was one round on the fight between that new guy, Patchy Mix or Mix Patchy or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, he was a fill-in.
Yeah. Well, they should have had Civic or whatever. They should have moved him up to the main card and moved that other guy down to the fucking
Talking about
prelims.
Nick in the main card?
Yeah, Patchy Mix should have been moved down to the fucking prelims is what I'm saying. Yeah. He shouldn't have been Civic, who was like the co-main on the prelims. He should have been moved up to the main card. Because, I mean, at least he's a name that people know. Like, why are you putting this brand new kid in there that's got like one submission in amateurs? But yeah,
He's not
Bellator, though.
Yes, you punch. You punch.
Yeah.
And you just why don't you talk to me, punch? Because he's not a brand new fighter. He's not a brand new fighter. Actually, one of the most renowned weight classes.
That's why I was saying last night. Or that night. Hey, motherfucker. This ain't Bellator, real goddamn. Some real shit going on.
Yeah, Bautista was on
Yeah, no.
fight in the take right away.
But no, I told everybody before the main event that I was already emotionally invested in Sean O'Malley, so it didn't matter. Like, and I called it fair. Like, when Marab was doing good shit, he was doing good shit. But I had to give props to O'Malley because his takedown defense improved so much. Like, you can tell. And I don't know if it was just because of the hip surgery or what, but his takedown defense and how long he was down changed.
It's called
totally.
practice. It's called practice. Like,
He had hip
it's called
surgery.
practice.
You gotta fucking.
What up, Jay Flu?
I know, bro. I'm making a joke. I'm sorry. I don't.
Even fucking J-Walk's boy got his ass whooped last night. What was his name? Kelvin? Saturday night. That Kelvin dude?
I didn't pick Kelvin Gastelum. Jerk off.
I was
You
like,
know, Gastelum? No, so
yeah.
I
Crackhead Kelvin?
what's up with that
predicted
fighting
Gastelum.
stance, though, bro? He's
I
doing
can't-
that
I
pick a
predicted
hand, pick a
Gastelum
hand.
perfect though, because the
Morale
guy
was
that
good
came in against Gastelum, he was like 28 years old, and he's like a knockout. But I'm like, all right, well, Gastelum. I was going actually off of what Israel Adesanya said about Gastelum, how he's one of the hardest hitters,
2019.
and I'm still thinking Gastelum isn't going to be able to get knocked out. And sure enough, he did. And he finally woke up. He finally woke up in the third round and was able to actually compete. And yeah, I think the 28-year-old gassed out to that old guy. like 34.
He didn't guess. Oh, he just realized that Kelvin Gastelum was
The young guy.
Oh,
Oh no, that young guy gassed out. Look at the end of the run. He gassed out. And Gastelum had more energy than him because Gastelum was sleeping the first 2 rounds.
Hey, you seen that shit when he was like moving his hands around like he's doing some Karate Kid shit. I'm like, why? What's up with this shit? And then like that left his fucking face open for a wide open punch.
I would like to hear what
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
Jimmy,
like,
what do you think about that?
I said he's trying to channel his inner Kevin Holland. That misdirection bullshit.
Shit.
I don't know about that.
Dude, Kevin Holland looks so good. Tell me he didn't.
Dude. Yeah, he did.
God, that was nasty.
That's some new shit.
You're gonna submit Vicente Luque. Like Vicente Luque, the fucking guy that everybody expected to submit Kevin Holland. He's like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna fucking what are you gonna do doing, Josh?
Well, it's not to burst your bubble, but I picked the last 4 Super Bowl winners, just so you know.
Oh,
You
that's
didn't,
something.
you didn't pick them when they played the Giants.
No, why didn't
Michael
we
Mack.
didn't know we didn't know each other back then? How do you know that?
No, I'm saying you
Michael
didn't pick
McIntosh.
them.
Michael McIntosh picked the last 4 presidents, but I don't go bragging about it. You know?
Michael McIntosh picked the last 4
Michael Malley
presidents.
picked
Yeah, Michael Malley.
Fucking JP. He went from fucking Kevin O'Malley to Mike O'Malley and saying everything but the right name.
What about Speedball Mike Bailey?
I hate him the worst.
No, well, that one Saturday night was Sean O'Malley. JP.
Yeah.
Dude, that was in all kinds of fucking names.
But
There's a guy from what is it, Double Dare or
No, he had his own show. The one I'm thinking of, Mike.
Mark
O'Malley.
Summers?
Mike
Yeah, you're
Summers.
talking about
That's what I'm
Summers.
thinking. Yeah,
Mike
Mike Summers
Summers.
is who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
No, it's Mark Summers.
Oh, there's a very good fighter out of Canada, named Michael Malley.
You said that's who I was
Dude,
thinking of.
uh,
I fucking went from.
JP Paulson.
Way
got a good-
there's a funny ass interview on YouTube that you can see with Burt Reynolds and Summers or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, like Johnny Carson or something.
Oh yeah, well Summers like makes fun of Burt Reynolds because he just got a divorce. Like he
No, I know what you're talking about exactly. But it is funny, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Mark Summers. I bumped into him at Payless.
He would be a Payless.
I don't know, bro. First you get nachos with Jack Nicholson, and now you
No, that wasn't me. That was someone else. I bumped into Mark Summers. over there at Payless.
That sounds like a Barkley of a story. Having
Oh, my
nachos
God,
with
my
Jack
God.
Nicholson.
That's some bullshit.
Punch that wasn't you punch? Who was that? I thought you got
No, Red
nachos.
Sox.
Oh, that's right. My fault. That's crazy. How
Wait,
lucky is
Red
that? Huh?
Sauce what?
I thought Punch-A-Hole got the nachos.
Had nachos with Jack Nicholson, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck was that? What was he at? The fucking American Airlines Center or some shit? I've never been to LA.
The Intuit Dome.
Into a dome. That wasn't built back then, motherfuckers.
No, Jack Nicholson is a super
was like
fan
2
of the
years ago.
Lakers.
There's a Staples Center, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Staples Center.
Staples Center. Yeah.
David Barkley says they're writing in Dallas the same as LA now.
They're fucking stupid.
Well, Punch, you can
About.
do some Uber down there. You better be careful.
Man, keep a peace on you, dude. You know.
All that protest is so fucking stupid. And it's all like you fighting for fucking the people who don't give a fuck about you. So fucking dumb.
That shit's gonna pop off in Chicago like this next weekend or like the weekend after. 'Cause, like,
And you know
after they've already done that shit in LA.
Fucking horse
And yeah,
shit, man.
it wasn't that big of a deal, you know.
No, like, bro, they had a Black Lives Matter march in the fucking valley over
This
here.
second phase is
The
retarded.
valley, like like Laredo, McAllen, Brownsville. Nothing but fucking Mexicans down there. And
Dude,
like, I've never done this.
I remember like that shit, like right when COVID started, where it was the that George Floyd shit in Chicago. That shit, when it first popped off, you would have thought that the Bulls won a championship. You know, like people like smashing shit. You know, like
Punch, why you gotta act like that, man? You know you're involved. You're in the PWO, the Palestine World Order, and
I know you're not like. I know you're local enough. You remember that shit when the Bulls win a championship, where like people go fucking nuts, dude.
well, 2 weeks anywhere, man. It doesn't matter if they lose the championship or win the championship. There's gonna be some fucking. There's gonna be some chaos.
I remember that that's what my dad was like. We're putting a car in the garage tonight.
Jacob, you already know that we could get away with a lot of shit, and you, Pesci, Schmidt will get the blame for our fuck ups.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with that.
Like when Alvin, hey JP, you probably forgot, but when Alvin had that fucking video of Mermaid fingering herself on the screen.
Oh, the Michael.
No, not that one. I don't know if that's it, but she was like fingering her.
No, that's the right one. JP's talking about the right one. What made that so perfect was the Michael one. Is I shared it with Michael McIntosh because I clipped it with a part where he popped in the chat earlier in the stream. And he was saying hi. Yeah, and Michael McIntosh was in the stream, so I shared it to him. I was like, "Oh, he's your #1 fan," and it was just that moaning segment where she was calling out to Michael, and I had his name as the only one in the chat, so it worked out well.
Michael McIntosh was like, okay, I guess this is interesting.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish I could know.
Scared his coffee about it.
Like, she ran out of fucking topic, so she just said, you know what, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm
Fucking
just gonna
stupid.
finger bone myself.
One big conversation.
That was an
Snakes
early
and shit.
Pesci Discord thing. You know, that was like an early.
Barkley said R-Truth shaved off his dreads. I know, we were watching it live.
Nah, he didn't shave it off, he cut it off.
Cut it off.
Whipped him
R-Truth
off
is
with it.
changing his gimmick.
Oh shit, dude! I didn't see.
no.
Yeah, he clipped
Well, we're right now. He's Ron Killings again, right? He's not a.
Yeah, he's the just so he could use it on the indies and greet.
He's
wants
back to
get that TV time.
He's smoking a Newport. Talk about Lil Jimmy and shit. You know?
Nah, but bro, and Mermaid got mad at Jacob because you like he had nothing to do with it, bro. All you did was share.
All I did was share shit around.
She thought that this motherfucker hating on me, screen recording me and shit, and they both were like making videos about the other person's trash and all that shit. Trash.
Oh yeah, dude. They got her video got so many views. I didn't realize. Okay, so I didn't realize she was cheering on the fucking. She was cheering on the Little Family the whole time. All that drama was going on with fucking Rocco and shit too. Like, I don't know if you ever heard about the Little Family. They were on my ass for a little while because I was fucking promoting Rocco. And fair enough, like they hate the guy. I get it. But
I remember was
I guess Mermaid was in the background. Yeah, Mermaid was in the background and he was fucking she was fucking cheering them on, trying to get them to take me down. But no, Little Payday is not part of the Little Family. He's just some rapper that Rocco started fucking with.
Oh shit! I thought that was his name, or he was from the Little Family.
No, that's his name.
My favorite Rocco is him coming on with Pesci. You just hear like the. Let me see if I can do it right now. You hear the. You just hear the later just fucking going.
Dude, it's still flame. It's the flame that fucking does it. That
It's
and
easier
I wish
to
we could find a video.
Benji's like, well, what you on?
That motherfucker said that wasn't no weed, bro. I never had
No, no, you don't like weed. Like,
And even if he did,
I guess if you're out in a tornado, that's how you're lighting weed.
Little me,
Dude, I can't do anything in here. Hello, Lindsay.
little me said,
Lindsay Mann says
Little
our
me
truth
said-
is doing a heel turn. Well, I'm just glad he got his job back. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Shout out to Lindsay
I
Mann.
wouldn't even say it's a heel turn though, because I mean, right? He came out for like, John Cena's the heel? So I mean,
I don't think he's getting a heel turn. It's just those things where he wants to go out on his own.
yeah, they're
Well, that's
changing
what
up
they
his
said,
character.
though. That's what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
they
think
should've
it's
done from
more.
the beginning.
He's like, I don't know. He's just like tired of being that little Jimmy gimmick. I think.
Like he said, he doesn't want to be that little funny guy and shit. He wants to be.
Shout out to
serious
Lindsey
on his
Mann.
way out. Because this right here is his final run. That's why he said he could go on the ending.
I guess he's gonna try to do that early Stone Cold, yeah, where it's like he's like, I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, you know, I'm not a.
I don't think it's gonna be none of that. Like, you know, people be like, he should be the one to.
No, I mean, I don't think
He's
like,
the one
because yeah,
to-
at this point they should. It's not like he's gonna sell much like a bunch of T-shirts and shit, unless they come up with some good ass T-shirts. You know, that's about it. You know.
See, if they fucked up because if they would have did Cena versus Truth at that main event, the belt versus the career, then none of this shit would have even existed, bro. He would have bowed out, did his own thing. Nobody would have said we want Truth, we want Truth. Nobody.
Barkley said they rioting in Dallas and Austin, Punch.
So fucking stupid. And you know, this shit there is all predetermined.
What, the
It's
raid?
all orchestrated. Yeah. Ain't no way.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
There's no fucking construction, bro. There's no construction, but there's pallets of bricks. Where's the fucking?
That
I'm
was-
like, where's the fucking construction at? There's no construction around for like 20 miles, but there's
Shit.
pallets of
that
bricks.
shit's hard to prove, but that's the kind of shit that was happening in Chicago.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of yeah.
That happened in Dallas, too.
Yeah. After that George Floyd shit, or even earlier shit. Like, I think it was like one of
So
those.
that was during COVID. Is when that shit
Yeah, that was the George Floyd shit, right? It was around the same time.
Oh no, it was prior to George Floyd. Like,
No, it was that.
oh no, that's when.
That's
I
when they
remember
put that
because they fucking.
peaceful protest.
What was that big thing where it was like the whatever summit they did in Chicago? I remember that was a big thing where like, they raided.
I'm not sure what it was for.
Like a G4 summit. What is it? G something?
Oh yeah, Keith said.
I just remember the last big one that happened in Chicago. They raised the bridges on city so that nobody could fucking leave. That's
Fucking
some savage
snake, man.
shit. They just trapped everybody.
Well, I mean, you're still way out, but yeah, what do they call it? It's like killing people. Or,
I don't know what it was. They raised.
no.
They
There's
raised
a
all the
term for
bridges
that.
so
Like, where,
nobody
like,
could.
no, there's like a term for like where like
exit
people
those
like that where it's like a protest, where you get everyone like
Stupid, man.
compressed
Stupid.
into an area.
Stupid.
There's like a term for it.
What up, Gonzo? BC. What up, Pizza Mike? Get to the bunker, Punch, says Pizza Mike. The group funding the riots is called Invisible.
There's some internet shit, you know.
Yeah, did you hear? Did you hear the No, they had cinder blocks.
Yeah, but
Literally
that's like a thing. Like,
delivered.
I mean, that's like definitely a thing if you believe that. But those are like those.
No, we were watching it
those-
last night. They had cinder blocks delivered to some of the riot spots.
Yeah, but you're thinking of the vastest of like. And that's where, yeah, definitely it's like, oh, this is predetermined. Because yeah, it's the exact spots they're doing this shit. Like,
What up, Ice
think about
Man?
like LA. Think about LA. Think about fucking. Yeah, even think about Dallas. I mean, very laid out fucking areas.
Tolliver said, is Boss Man standing with his people at the protest? No.
That'd be
yeah. For like Chicago, they'd have to be like downtown, because like without them being downtown, like Chicago's like not that vast where like it's going to like disperse.
Barkley said LAPD not playing tonight. They're out there tackling MFers. You know what I said is, when did the riders, do they get tired and have to go go to sleep at some point?
No,
Like,
they
can't
put
the
the,
cops just like wait them out?
Or a 6-man, like one guy tags him. Like what do you mean predetermined? Like like the riders versus the police? Like if the police win, the riders lose.
No,
the riders lose, the police win.
Pesci, you got to think.
guys,
Los
taking care of
Angeles.
it.
Well, Los Angeles has to be like 6 million people, right? Or am I over exaggerating?
I have
no account. I have no account.
You guys are-
City.
No, I'm just saying like the police force facing that many people, even if there's like a
police
quarter
aren't
of the
taking
people.
care of it. The police aren't taking care of it. That's why Trump just sent in 2,000 National Guards just to LA.
Right. This is like the last time it was like this was like what the Rodney King like the like LA riots of like
Not 2,000 into one town. But yeah, we just sent 2,000 military members. In
Tolliver said, what do you got to do to make a white man believe something outside his head?
I just mean like this amount like where the like government would be like, I guess like yeah, probably last time was like Katrina and they did it late, but I mean like a dispatch of like government.
Yeah, that was
like
all over. That was all over the state of Louisiana.
That's what I mean, but like where it was like our own, like it was like our own. Yeah, like
I'm talking
national
about
guards.
I'm saying this is the first time in I don't know how long ever that we sent 2,000 people, 2,000
No, yeah,
military
to
one
a
town.
city. Yeah.
Cal Ripken
Don't get me wrong,
2,142 games played consecutively. That's the only thing I got.
That's irrelevant.
No, it wasn't irrelevant. That's all I got.
Oh, the number was the same.
22. Yeah, number. That's all I got.
DoorDash driver gets beat. His car stolen and beaten by a marble black.
One stat I did find funny was where's like those like self-automating cars that are saying that people are ordering them, and they finally had to stop the service because like, people were just like lighting them on fire. Were like self-driving cars.
Bossman, if you're listening, be careful when you do your DoorDash things.
Oh, yeah.
What do you
I would not be outdoor dashing right now if I was close enough.
Well, he works for the CIA, so I'm pretty sure he's got
Fuck.
special force.
There's a news interview on NBC where one of the commentators or whatever is just like, yeah, they're just out enjoying, burning cars. They're not doing anything wrong. It's a peaceful protest. I'm like, out enjoying burning cars?
Yeah.
What are we talking about right now? Like, just wild.
I'd go to the store behind the burning car and get myself a TV or something. Yeah, as I make jokes because I have no clue what's going on. I don't watch the news, so I'm embarrassingly putting myself under the bus. I don't know what's going on, so I don't want to know what's going on. So I'm just being stupid right now. It's ignorance,
Is
but
it a big bus or a little bus?
well, I used to ride the little bus, but then I got 6 feet tall. I got too tall. I kept hitting my head, so I got the big bus eventually.
I just didn't know which one they were throwing you under.
I just told you. I hit my head.
Oliver
so I
says,
had to
does
the big one.
America need us?
No, then you. Yes. They just pulled 800,000 people out of California that were illegal. Something like that. Some crazy.
There was
ass
800,000 illegal people in California?
number. Yeah. That's what they just pulled out.
if you look at like per capita, it has to be. Yeah, I mean, it's
Dude, they're talking about shooting on command on these people that are throwing fucking rocks off of
Dude, that,
like
the,
freeways and shit.
the last time I heard
Ice
about
Ages.
shooting command was there was like Vietnam shit in Chicago, where it was like the old Mayor Daley, where he's like, oh,
They're
shoot on
throwing-
command. Dude.
They're
Barkley
throwing
said a
rocks
lot more
the
than
size of
800,000.
baseballs. They're throwing
Yeah, but
baseballs. They're throwing. Check this out, though. They're throwing rocks the size of baseballs. You can go look at this. This footage is all over the place. Rocks the size of baseballs, off of like a freeway top where the SUVs are going underneath. That's attempted murder. Like,
Yeah,
and
you
they're
should be
doing
able
this
to
to
fire. Yeah,
officers.
you should be able to.
Yeah, there's no reason they can't. There's no reason they can't fire back. It's self-defense at that point. These people are being stupid, and they don't think that like nothing that the government's doing right now is illegal. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
They're about to deploy the Marines. And watch
John
I haven't heard anything about the Marines yet.
Wait, what? John Cena? Jay Watt.
Got the hot tag. I'm gonna laugh when Gavin Newsom gets thrown out of fucking California.
Trump brought the National Guard, and Gavin Newsom told him no. Send them back.
Gavin Newsom ain't gonna do shit.
Can't say no, can he?
Yeah.
Nope. Not on a federal level if Trump declares it an emergency.
Wait, didn't
If,
Beetlejuice say the
Gavin
same
Newsom-
shit and they went away? Didn't Beetlejuice
No,
say
well-
no, we don't want the National Guard?
That's what happened. So that's exactly what happened in
Howard Stern show?
DC on January 6th. Fucking Nancy Pelosi wouldn't let people come in. Like it's all based on district, and yes,
yeah.
the governors have to work with the federal, but they don't do it. That's why Nancy Pelosi never gave fucking Donald Trump the okay to kibosh the whole thing on January 6th when it got violent.
I was
And
talking about
everybody
the
blamed it on Donald Trump. I'm just saying it's different per state, per governor. So Lightfoot was the mayor. Beetlejuice was the mayor. J.B. Pritzker was the governor.
So why was she was the only one who said something like
She was hated.
really?
She was hated for local policies, and then she would just talk because she wanted to be a figurehead. It had nothing to do with how much decision making she actually had. She's just a woman in politics in Chicago, so she wants to get her face in the news.
Who's gonna do the landscape and keep the houses clean?
What does that even mean? What are you talking about?
Everybody's kicked out of the country.
The number one, I would say, group in the Chicagoland area that handles construction are probably Polish people, Polish immigrants.
I was just talking about like San Francisco or California.
It's different everywhere. Like in Florida, you probably have a lot more Haitian immigrants. It's usually done geographically. I mean, people in Texas may be a little more Spanish speaking because they're probably coming from the South. You know what I mean? It just
That's what I was talking
usually done
about.
geographically.
My joke, which is ignorant, was directly related to what we're talking about. The people that are illegal getting kicked out of the
Saying in
personal-
California, so in California,
There's not many. There's more
where
Polish people in
bird-
California.
No, it's where the word Shanghai was used. Do you know why the word Shanghai was coming from California?
Bruce Lee bought it with him. I don't know.
No, Shanghai is when they were kidnapping people and making them work on the railroad. And
Bro, you
they were
must
doing
smarter
it
than
in
me. So you're
California.
much smarter than me. I don't. You're much smarter than me. You're not gonna-
Smarter than you. I'm just
No, I
talking
know.
about immigrants. I'm talking to you about the immigrants that would come through at that border. What you usually get are Asian or Chinese or somebody that would come across that border. And usually that's where you get people in California. But yes, you also get people coming up from the south, Spanish people. That's why they just deported 800,000 people just from like one city or something in California. That's why everybody's fucking up in arms about it. Yeah, there's a lot of illegal immigrants in the United States, and a lot of them are actually collecting Social Security, and is actually going to probably help Social Security quite a bit. I'm actually more interested in what's going on with fucking Donald Trump with Elon Musk. You guys been following that at all?
I just saw a headline they're not getting along 2 years ago, but I don't know what for. I'm interested in that. You can fill me in on that.
I mean, I don't know enough about it. It's like I've just seen what they said publicly. Like Elon Musk either knows something or he doesn't know something. But basically, he tweeted just to get everybody's attention after him and Donald Trump had a falling out. He was like, blah blah blah. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. You guys will find out soon. And basically, accused Donald Trump of being a pedophile.
Well, I mean, it could be anything. The Epstein files weren't just about pedophilia; it was about being aware of it and being.
No, I'm saying, but that's what I agree with
that,
what you're
Barkley.
saying. But that's what Elon Musk said specifically about Donald Trump.
Oh, really?
He called him that. Yeah, he called him that because Donald Trump admitted to knowing like who Epstein was and throwing him out of his place before. Like he was the only one willing to actually let people look into him and offer up any evidence that he had when it came to the Epstein stuff prior to him becoming president.
So
Because
Trump
he was
probably
so
anybody
open
will keep him quiet. Then I would assume, right? Build a relationship with them. We're boys now and keep it quiet.
No, Donald Trump was just like, sorry we had a falling out. Like, no, that's not me. But no, he's been open about his relationship with Epstein from the beginning. I don't think Donald Trump's lying. I think Elon is actually like rage quitting.
And I know it's hitting everywhere. My son's school had ICE there, taking people out of kids out of there, and a couple of times over the high school, some kids bounced out of there. My mother had somebody, a tenant, checked on. So, I mean, you don't belong here. You don't belong here. That's how I look at it.
Hello, Nicole. Thank you, sweetheart. Good to see you.
I don't think they should be fucking with the kids at their school, though. You know, like if you're going after some adult that's like supposedly someone like a criminal, you know. Go after
I don't know. To me, like, there's too many ways to get here legally. I don't know why you would want to try to get here illegally. You know.
Yeah, that's the
I feel bad for the
biggest
kid
thing.
that's
It's
kicked out because parents got there 20 years ago and they built a life here. Now the kid doesn't even know that what's going on. That he's illegal. Whatever does the parents' side. I get that, but where do you draw the line?
And most of the ones that are illegal like that, what they're not telling you on the news and shit is that the reason why their parents and stuff couldn't become legal is because they were felons, or, you know, like in their previous country they had a lot of charges and this and that, something that prevented them from getting access, so then they just got access on their own anyway, which, no, it's not the kid's fault, but at the same time, they knew what they were risking coming over here with their charges and this and that, and why they didn't get green cards and everything. So
8 years later they got a kid and they blend in and they don't think about it, you know. But the kid doesn't know. I get that.
But then it comes down to the arguing point is, do you separate the kid from their family because the kid didn't do anything wrong, and then the Democrats are mad because you're separating families, or do you send the whole family back to wherever?
You send the whole family back. You send the whole family back, and then you give the opportunity for the kid to become citizen.
on that one.
Yeah, I mean that's the downfall of it.
No.
And the biggest thing.
No, technically at that point
biggest
they
thing-
wouldn't be. Their citizenship would be revoked, and they would be back to being.
He was born here though.
It doesn't matter.
So-
Well, but they were born
They,
here
they,
legally.
they,
That's
they,
actually-
they have to have a national parent for them to be born here. To be
Okay.
just because a kid's born.
Just because they
in the
forged
United
some
States,
documents
that
at the
doesn't mean-
hospital that says their kid's an American doesn't make them necessarily an
Well,
American.
no, but
Yeah,
right.
if
You
the
have
kid
to
is
have
an
at
American,
least-
he's
you have
an
to have
American.
at least one parent.
You guys want me to
Like,
explain? You want me to explain the law? I know this law. So
Yeah, explain.
it's never actually. So you guys are talking about anchor babies have never actually been established as U.S. law, but what we did establish in U.S. law was that there's two parents that are residing in the United States and are citizens, or one is a citizen and the other is not. Then if they had a baby, their kid would be an American citizen. But it was never established that if somebody just crosses the border, has a baby in the United States, and then calls it a U.S. citizen, that's never actually been established as law. That's what an anchor baby is. We just kind
No,
of
but like right there,
leave it off.
you'd have to have one parent, and you are born in the United States, and one of your parents is a
One
citizen.
parent has to be an American.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of your parents has to be an citizen.
Yeah.
But Cato's right. Most of the time, the people that are getting deported, and the reason that they're getting deported, it's the same as anything else. It's just like, okay, nobody wants to separate you from your parents, but if your mom or dad commit a crime, you guys are U.S. citizens, you know what happens? Your kid doesn't go to jail with you. Like, it's so silly. Like, people get up in arms about the silliest shit. It's like, you know, if your dad goes out and murders somebody, your kid's not going to jail with you. You guys are going to get separated.
Oh, no,
That's
yeah.
a crime.
Well,
Like-
and also a major point, yeah, it's like whatever the child services. If one party is like not part of it, they let you go with them. So yeah, that makes sense. Where it's like they should go as a family, you know.
Yeah, the kids should never be separated from their family
Yeah,
members.
you
like
shouldn't
they-
separate
you know,
a kid from the parents. You know.
like the kids should 100% go back to the home country with the parents, and then the parents should figure out a way to get either back to the U.S. or the kid has an opportunity to become
yeah,
a U.S.
'cause it-
citizen
it's much more-
easier later on.
Yeah, much more,
The biggest
unfair to the
thing-
kid. That, you know, even though I guess people
Well,
like that as like a historic story or some shit, but yeah, that's not right though. Yeah, a kid should be like not be raised by the
Thank you,
system.
Annalyn.
You know, like, talk about a more detrimental probably upbringing. You
I'm going to
know?
use everybody's favorite example. I mean,
Thank you, sweetheart.
the great Harry Barnett. Like, if you were to jump in line in immigration, then you'd just be jumping over somebody like Harry Barnett that's been trying for years to become a U.S. citizen. And, you know what I mean? You can't be doing stuff like that.
But he stalks Kenny Woolen though.
No, I'm just
I know he
I'm
does.
just using that as an example, but people that are doing the legal process, that's basically what illegal immigrants are doing. They're jumping over them in line that are actually doing it the right way. And it's making it harder on the people that are actually doing the proper process as well. So it's not that we don't want people immigrating into America. We just want to know who's coming here and document everybody. It's easier to do. We document everybody in the United States. It's easy. At least we know who everybody is. I mean, you know, you're just a number in the United States. You're not your name or anything else. You're whatever your
Under
social
you,
security number is.
like they do everybody in Japan, bro. Everybody like get identify that thing. QR code. That's your ID and all
Oh
this.
yeah, that's basically it.
That's what they use over there. QR code.
Yeah, you're definitely
Yeah,
documented though. You're definitely a documented
You documented here.
part of the.
So I say it's your social security number here.
Lindsay says it. I think Trump didn't do anything to help electric cars. My husband's F-250 tags and registrations were just over $100 because I'm leasing a Kia EV6. My tags just cost $340.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons that Elon Musk was upset with Donald Trump, is because Tesla didn't get the tax break that he was expecting. And that was one of the reasons they had a falling out. He was expecting a really big tax break on his vehicle specifically.
So you didn't help me out like I wanted. Now I'm gonna just shit all over you.
Yeah, and he took away his security clearance. Donald Trump did.
I think we're gonna continue to see some like high school girl level fucking like name calling and
Yeah, it's gonna get dirty.
yeah, this is a goofy ass shit.
Oh, so there's no chance they'll make up. They'll be enemies for life.
No,
unless this is a wrestling work, which I would never put it past. You know, this is like a wrestling work, you know, where it's like, oh, they're somehow doing this to like raise some stock prices. You know, like
I'm voting.
Maybe one of them didn't refer to the proper pronoun. Maybe the proper pronoun wasn't used.
I'm voting it's gonna lead up to like a debate on Joe Rogan or some shit.
That's good. I mean, that's good. Yeah, Rogan's boys of both of them.
well, that shit about Eli starting his own party. Talk about a thing will fuck over the Republicans this next election. You know.
Well, I just realized recently that Elon Musk didn't create any of the companies that he has. Like, he didn't create Tesla. He didn't create, like, any of the businesses around him. He just kind of, like, bought into them with money and then ran them well. But I didn't realize he didn't start any of those businesses. For the longest time, I thought he was, like, more of an inventor, I guess.
No.
That's the inventor way back when, right?
He's an after the effect, like an investor. You know. There's another good example of it. I wish I could think of it right now, but like a similar situation where it's like a person is like invested real early in like stuff like that and act like they were like a genius, you know. Like,
Well, that shit always stuck in my head that Elon owned Tesla, and Tesla was attached to Nikola Tesla, like in the idea of like the creation, in the name. And when Tesla passed away, Donald Trump's uncle ended up with all of Tesla's files. Like all of that's like public knowledge, and I think that's a little creepy and weird.
oh no, yeah,
They all had a connection.
that's a good story arc right there.
I feel like there's a book there.
Probably already is.
Speaking of books, there is actually a book with Baron Trump, and he had this teacher called Don, and yeah, it's about time travel.
You've been doing really good until you brought time travel, bro.
Yeah. I was into it. I was like, oh.
No, there's a whole series of them, and Baron Trump is the time traveler, and that's actually the name of Donald Trump's son, which is interesting because Baron Trump's teacher in the book is a guy named Don, or the Don.
BC said Tesla was failing until Elon, though.
No, it was doing okay. He was one of 3 shareholders, and he was equal to another 2 shareholders. He was the top 3 shareholder, like as an equal split. And once he took control of it, it did go down a little bit. And the only thing that brought it out was Elon investing in it. The other people didn't invest in it like Elon did. So Elon's money is what saved it, but it wasn't any like inventions or anything that he did. He just dumped a shit ton of money into it.
Iceman said, the FBI raided the Tesla's office after he died and kept all his shit instead of letting his family keep it.
Hey, one thing about those rioters in Texas, man, we don't play with Texas. I seen the video of those motherfuckers whooping the shit out those rioters.
Yeah,
Well, think about it. It's interesting because
don't mess with Texas,
Trump,
man. Bring that
so
man,
I
don't bring
remember.
that shit down to Texas, man.
I don't remember Donald Trump's name, but I think it was like John Trump or something like that. But he was actually Tesla's landlord. that's why he was able to go in there quick as fuck and grab everything up.
Damn, they're getting the shit beat out of them. The cops are beating their ass.
It should be a good fight because you guys still can't watch porn, so you guys are all backed up.
Yeah, we're no, you know what? It's motherfuckers from others, like they.
That's what I'm saying. Before you
People
start
from
fighting
other
somebody,
states
like, hey, where you from,
know,
bro?
we're with
I'm
this.
Oklahoma. Where you from? Texas. Oklahoma guy's gonna win. You've been watching porn. You've been out. Guy in Texas. You know, he's backed up, slow.
Right.
I don't believe in that whole testosterone shit.
Well,
Look at Sean O'Malley.
cops are beating the testosterone out them hoes right now.
Barkley said reporter literally just said a whole new group of 300 protesters showed up from out of nowhere, and now the police are tackling them. Lindsay Mann says, my friend's sister is married to an illegal, and we really argue over it. He gets paid cash in hand and has no driver's license. It took 2 years and small fortune to get him over here from UK. Sean Smith says the mother
Oh yeah.
of a child born in the USA is not automatically considered a citizen if she's not a U.S. citizen. The child is a U.S. citizen by virtue of being born on U.S. soil, regardless of the parent status.
Not on a legal aspect. For that last comment, not on a legal aspect, but it has been granted to people, and going to change. That's clearly going to change with this administration, because that's what the popular vote voted in, as well as the electoral college.
Yeah, we got Hot Wheels down here. We ain't got Gavin Newsom bitch ass.
Well, that's on. I'm talking federal level. It's wild when the majority of the country decides they want something, and then the country's like, "Oh, well, we don't want this." It's wild that a state can be like, "Yeah, we're just going to allow people into the country without venting them. It can be a sanctuary city." Chicago's just as bad. Chicago's trying to sue on a federal level too.
And plus, that new mayor is fucking crooked as hell. Fucking...
Oh yeah, you talk about Lori Lightfoot. I really did. I mean, Lori Lightfoot was like.
I heard. I'm talking about the new.
No. I know you're.
He makes Lori.
It's fun because I got a family. I got friends that they're teachers, so I mean they benefit from that shit because all that old Chicago mob shit. Like it used to be like, oh, it's like the Teamsters or like the streets and sanitation people. No, the new Chicago mob is like the Chicago Teachers Union. Like that's like the biggest mob. That's the biggest union in Chicago. You know, like the.
I don't know about it.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
no,
They're
I
the
don't
biggest.
think the teachers union is the biggest. Unions in general for fucking
In Chicago, I would say the most powerful. I mean,
I'm saying in Illinois, no, I don't think that's the most.
not Illinois. I'm talking about Chicago.
Barkley
saying,
said
well,
the
in
groups
Illinois, our
are
unions-
chanting peaceful protest.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, that's how the guy became mayor. Is the
LAPD said without incident.
How many fires have been confirmed?
Go burn your own fucking neighborhoods, dumbass motherfucker. They always want to burn up shit. Burn your own neighborhood.
Ain't nothing to burn.
That'd be too much of the right thing.
No, there ain't nothing to burn there.
No, I'm talking about the motherfuckers that were starting fires and shit. Like, go burn your own fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, these broke ass motherfuckers don't have anything in their neighborhood, so they want to go wreck what everybody else has. It's the same reason they're mad at people that make money. Like, you can't be mad at somebody that did well for themselves just because they have more money than you, did something good. Like, it's not. It doesn't even have to be good. It's just they did well for themselves.
I remember when they had that Black Lives Matter shit. They had protesters. There were motherfuckers running to the goddamn U-Hauls with full of signs It looked like, you know what I'm saying, they just had signs in these fucking U-Hauls. And like everybody was getting out of these other U-Hauls, and they were all doing the same thing. When you got an Asian guy putting shit like Black Lives Matter and shit, and black people tell them, hey man, stop that shit. You're making it look bad for us.
Dude, I've been watching.
Man, Chicago, like especially the George Floyd shit, it was almost the opposite. It was like when they would go to Hispanic neighborhoods, there was like gangs that were like stopping like people from like where it's like, no, you're not gonna come into our neighborhood, you know, like.
I've been watching Palestinian women get pissed off in like parades because there's a bunch of people coming out for like gays for Palestine, and like legit Palestinian women are like, nah, you need to back off because you would get killed. Like people don't even understand. Like so many like groups are trying to group up with each other, and gays for Palestine is just the funniest shit. Like if you went to Palestine and even told them you were gay, they would throw you off a building. It's just like regular protocol in Palestine.
I don't have a dog in that race, so I say that.
No, that's some California shit.
Oh, Punch! I thought you were an Israeli Zionist.
Israel's not even a real country.
Oh damn! Now you're starting some shit.
Whoa, what? Israel's not a real country? I think it's a country and a religion.
Jacob,
no, I think it's a country and a religion. What do you mean?
It was created by John Rockefeller, bro.
Okay, so I think
I think it was created before John Rockefeller.
There's Jews who agree with that as well.
No. I can prove more holistically that Muhammad copied text and that there's no right to the Holy Land for Muslims compared to Jewish people. Jewish people actually have a lot more lineage tied to that land, especially with the Old Testament in general. Like, yeah, I would say, and I would also say because the Jews would admit first that they were guilty of killing Jesus. You know what I mean? Like they're not. They're like we've been.
They did. What?
Not only that, they went behind his back and did that shit.
No, I know. They called him a false messiah and everything else. But that's what I'm saying. Like they actually have proof that Muhammad was looking at other texts and was like, nah, like check this out. And I don't know. It's hard to follow the teachings of Muhammad.
Sean Smith said Jacob supposedly Amendment 14.1, Section 1, Clause 1 of the Constitution quotes it.
What is let me look it up. Can you read it back to me, Pesci? What was that number?
He said Amendment 14, Section 1, Clause 1 of the Constitution quotes it.
14.1, Section 1.
Of the Constitution.
The 14th Amendment defines citizenship, guarantees equal protected under the law, and prohibits states from depriving individuals of life, liberty, and property without due process. It establishes that all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens, protects against state laws. So, I mean, I'm saying when it comes to established by law, that's a vague interpretation, just like anything else is in the Constitution. Just like the reason you're not allowed to own a cannon is because the U.S. government decided that that's not arms that people are allowed to own. Like otherwise, you'd be able to have rocket launchers. The Constitution is determined for the people that are fucking reading it to you. But I understand your argument. I agree with you on it. That is a proper argument because it says established that all persons born or naturalized in the United States are citizens. So it's a fair assessment of it. but it's not going to be interpreted like that because they've never had any law actually directed to it. Like, as in, a judge would have had to judge this at some point for it to be a law that they base things off of, like a judgment. And we don't have any judgments on this actual case when it comes to anchor babies. It's definitely good analogy because it's word for word like he says it is.
Crazy part is I always thought that's what it was.
Well, because and I've always thought of it like that too. And I'm not gonna lie. And then I heard a couple of people that actually looked into the laws of it and were like, "Hey, this is actually what it has," because nobody's actually ruled on it. It was just kind of a loose term that everybody kind of accepted.
Well, I think like the generational gaps of like what you would have thought, like the weirdly like where like people say like you're not a U.S. citizen but you're already here. And you had the kid. That was like just like such like an acceptable part of like society, you know, that is like if that makes sense, I guess probably not, but whatever. Fuck it.
I also don't.
Okay, we're going live.
Hey, if it sounded good, shit, go for it.
Yeah.
I also don't understand the second half of the 14th Amendment when it talks about the states' rights. I don't know if the states' rights are superseding them or what it's based off of.
I know what you're getting with there. Yeah, that shit doesn't make sense. You know, it's like we're supposed to be a union, but states' rights and union and states' rights. You know?
It says protects against state laws abridging the privileges or immunities of citizens and mandates due process and equal protection under the law for all within a state's jurisdiction. So I'm assuming that means that the state's jurisdiction can supersede the federal on that level. But I could be interpreting it wrong. That's the 14th Amendment. And in a nutshell, at least the beginning of it.
All I know is we're in for some interesting shit to fucking happen. You know?
On Twitter right now, it says not Texas. It's trending right. For anyone thinking about leaving California, where's the best place to move? Everybody's saying not Texas. We don't want your Democratic ass.
And talk about like a selfish ass statement. It's like, oh, we're rich enough to move somewhere else. It's like we don't want to be associated with this no more.
Oh, y'all Californians thinking about going somewhere else. Stop being.
No, I mean that's how Austin became a fucking goofy ass place.
Yeah, hey,
even more goofy. Because Austin was goofy before this whole shit, but
they don't even have South by Southwest no more because all those dumbass Californians moved down here. Go to Cleveland, man. We full down here. Stop moving down here, man. Go to Cleveland.
Joe Rogan should make us.
There's nothing to set on fire over here. It's already all burned up.
Yeah, but the river.
I would say go to beach over there. Ain't shit that neither.
They come right over here. They're gonna be like, "Fuck, man. What do we?" There's already fucking windows and
boarded up
boards on
houses and
places.
shit.
Last night they broke into a Nike store in LA, and I watched them break into a T-Mobile store in LA. They were walking out with boxes. I assume they were phones and shit.
Well, you know what they say when it's time to riot, only stealing makes it feel better.
Oh yeah, well it's just like, you know, back in the George Floyd riots or protests, whatever you want to call it.
The riot people are all like, "Oh, sweet, it's riot time again." They don't even know what they're rioting over. Let's go. Grab a Mexican flag. We're out.
What's that Sublime song? Was it a Sublime song about the Rodney King show? It was like something in 1994. Went out and robbed a liquor store, you know?
It's people getting paid to to agitate, and just like they did during George Floyd, U-Hauls would come by, drop off fucking bricks, and people would pick them up and start throwing them and stuff. It's the George Floyd stuff all over again. Because somebody is, and more than likely it's that dude Soros, or whatever his name is, funding these idiot college kids to, cause trouble.
Same thing with Black Lives Matter. He funded that.
Yeah.
And, Black people move.
And we've seen what a farce that turned out to be. It's like it was good. It was probably had good intentions in the beginning, but once the money started flowing in, they got corrupted by the money. But I think Biden and his, vice president, they opened up the floodgates. They let everybody in. And now Trump's trying to clean up the mess. But, when you're going into schools, I don't think there could be a broad stroke on how you do this. But when you go into schools and take kids out of schools, that's pushing the envelope a little bit, I think.
I think they could take broader strokes. Break up motherfuckers on the street corner. Break up those motherfuckers. Don't fuck with some kids at a school graduation. Yeah, fuck with the.
No, last week in California, they actually went into a city that's outside of Los Angeles. Went into a school. And you'd probably have to look it up online to see if they actually took the kids. I'm under the impression that they took at least one child. They said they were doing welfare checks.
Oh, man. If they want, they should go after they should go after the gang shit and see what happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you want to go after the MS-13 people and all that, hey, go right ahead, knock yourself out. But
it seems like part of it is they're going for easy targets. They're not going for fucking.
So what happens?
Yeah,
they quiet the riots down from the night before, and then the next night they just re-pick them up again?
Yeah, what do you think people are doing, man? They're doing these people that have nothing better to do.
No, what I'm saying is, for instance, did they like last night? Did they continue through the night and today, or did they get stopped? And then what happens is after they get stopped, they eventually start up again somewhere else.
Oh, it's part of that, but it's part of that. But I don't think people just go to bed. They're still.
That's what I'm saying.
I was up to like 3:30 or so, and so it was 12:30 out there. They were still going. These kids, they were just
we were watching them.
It was like what was going on. Like I said, during George Floyd, they were like up in Portland and Seattle. And all, they were just, they're hanging out in front of the federal buildings and, doing whatever. Last night they were, as they were walking to that T-Mobile store, or I guess they passed the T-Mobile store and said, let's break in here, why not? They were lighting trash cans on fire. I think they lit a dumpster on fire and pushed it into the street. Crazy shit.
Yeah, they were blowing up those cars in Cali that didn't have people in them. And I'm like, what is even the point of that?
Wavos or whatever the hell they're called?
Like, okay, let's just say the riders win. What are they trying to accomplish? Like, when do they win? When it's just everything's burnt down?
They're hoping the ice is going to stop. The ice isn't going to stop. They're just going to retreat and come back harder.
Well, here's the thing. To the best of my knowledge, ICE isn't doing any raids at night. They're only doing raids during the day. So why are you protesting at night for and busting up shit? Makes no sense.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
especially
I
if
know,
they say
I
it's
agree.
peaceful,
I agree
peaceful
with you, buddy.
protest.
Now,
Nothing funnier when
I can't justify.
Me and Barkley said yesterday, I wish this was going on in China.
Oh yeah,
the Chinese government would spray them down like it would be a
said it would have been a great sight.
He left, but I was gonna ask Jake if I saw something yesterday. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was on the internet that China was dropping food into Gaza. And everybody was saying, oh, China's so great, this, that, the other thing. But I wanted to see if Jake knew anything about that.
Oh, wow. Well, what would be
Jake,
funny
if
is
you hear
if
us,
you
come
were...
back on.
Can you imagine if those people... In China, usually there's, more China people than Americans. But imagine if that was some other people from another country protesting like that.
If we're going by military, China would wipe us out. China has way more people. They talk about like using bodies like catapults and shit.
We're definitely outmanned. I don't know about outgunned, but we're outmanned.
It won't be gunned. It'll be If shit goes to that type of stuff, it's gonna be technology. Like they're gonna rape us on like hacking. Shutting down like power grids and stuff. Yeah, they won't do it. It won't be like a military, like a traditional military thing.
No, I agree with you. Modern warfare, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
But I think it all. I mean, you read a bunch of stuff, but I think the National Guard. Supposedly, the National Guard was being held up in the federal building, so that's maybe why they're. Maybe that's why they were at the federal building, but don't quote me. I'm really not sure. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think they just went to the federal building because that's where the people. I'm assuming the people are being detained, or I'm sure they're being detained in a bunch of different places. But they had Maxine Waters trying to see somebody in particular that was detained, and the I guess ICE officials or whatever said, sorry, you can't see them, or there's no visitors or whatever. And they did the same thing. They did the same thing here last week or the week before, maybe the week before. ICE rounded up some people, put them in a detention center. I think it was a former juvenile hall that closed, but they opened it back up to put immigration detainees in. And the mayor and a bunch of other people tried to see them. They said no, but the mayor and the other people were adamant about it. They ended up locking up the mayor and whoever was with him. He went to court and everything.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen soon.
Yeah, Ross, it's on the. You can find it on the internet. The Newark mayor's name is Ross R-A-S Baraka.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Now, supposedly, there was another protest in Los Angeles, but against, I don't know, one particular person got detained. I don't know if that's who Maxine Waters was trying to see, but these people were staging a protest.
Regardless of what it is,
One
you're
particular
going to politicize them. They're going to try to make somebody some sort of hero. You know?
Yeah, well, like I said, this thing was an organized protest that was during the day, not this shit at night, busting up shit. Even though they busted up the police cars and stuff during the day yesterday. Now they're making a big deal out of that reporter got shot with a rubber bullet. Well, you're in the line of fire. What the hell do you expect?
Yeah.
So stupid.
What game is this, Patchy?
It's called Nine Souls, and I'm fucking stuck on this boss, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was in this fucking thing. Yeah, that's a weird ass snake, you know.
Yeah.
Did anybody see? I only saw clips of it. I didn't really see the whole thing. Anybody see Trump fall on the stairs of the airplane?
No. Was it like Biden's?
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. He's going up the stairs and he went fucking face first into the stairs.
Damn.
So of course now everybody's making a big deal about it, you know.
Yeah.
He asked for that when he made fun of Biden when it happened to Biden.
Sure. I wouldn't expect anything less.
But I think Trump had no recourse but to send in the National Guard. Newsom wasn't going to do anything about it. We know he only sent in 2,000 or whatever, but still.
They said that made it worse, Trump doing that.
Now supposedly today they sent the Marines in, like 500 Marines. Maybe it did, who knows? But if they didn't go in, then you would have the same shit that McCormick could tell you. What they did in Chicago and stuff, they were looting stores every day. I mean, they would loot stores all over, not just Chicago. They were looting stores in Beverly Hills. They didn't care.
God.
Yeah, but the National Guard wasn't gonna make a difference to that shit. They're just they'll protect the area that they want to protect, you know.
Well, they'll shoot the tear gas and stuff like that. I mean, the cops will do it, I guess, only after taking so much stuff, but.
Oh, the cops in Chicago nor the cops in Chicago nor LA.
Well, I'm talking about.
Aren't good.
I'm talking about LA right now because that's where it seems to be happening. But you know, the LA cops ain't gonna arrest nobody.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna. They'll just stand there. Yeah, they'll just stand there and and don't arrest anybody. But now that the National Guard's in, that's a different story. The National Guard will, you know, I mean, the cops shot tear gas and shit, and you know, but the National Guard got the rubber bullets. They got whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's the big test. I'm trying to think of because I mean, I remember I don't remember, but I mean in history, areas where it's mayor or whatever is like, oh, shoot to kill. But this is back in like the 70s, you know, where it's like Vietnam protesters and shit where like,
oh yeah, they killed those. Well, in the 60s, you know, I think they in this. I was gonna say in the because it's apples and oranges, but I was gonna say in the 60s, I think in the racial protests, I don't know if anybody got shot. I mean, people got beat up.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's what you think of the Black Panthers, yeah. So I mean, a lot of those motherfuckers, they got blown away, you know, by their own people.
But in the 70s, when Nixon was president, the kid, where Pesci lives, I don't know exactly where it is, but in Ohio, I think Kent State. I guess the kids started fucking uprising or whatever, or started protesting, and I guess it got out of control.
There's a song about it,
and 4 kids got shot and killed. They opened fire. I assume it was the National Guard. They opened fucking fire on them with live ammunition. 4 kids got killed. Yeah, exactly. There's a song about it. It has most of the facts in it, but you know, I don't know the whole. Like I said, I don't know the whole story. But that's basically it in a nutshell. If you listen to the song.
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, not too much, but Bolin's dog died.
Bolin's dog died?
The one last comment said KB, right? That just K Bolin, right?
Damn, is that true?
I don't
Maybe
fucking
he
know.
put something. I didn't see nothing. Maybe he put something on Twitter.
I mean, I don't follow.
I know
that
he
shit.
was. I know he was tweeting or retweeting like a fiend with Trump shit today.
Damn, I'll have to reach out to him if his dog passed.
Right, I see it in the comments.
Let's get a verification first.
Yeah. I'll wait for Schmidt.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, where's Schmidt? He was in the Facebook chat before. Oh, that's coming from Darkside Servat. KB's dog passed away. We need to raise $1,600 for a funeral, and Bob will match it. That's in, blah, 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 blah. Who's that? Gonzo in the Facebook chat just posted, remembering Choco. The Star Maker Bowling Show scheduled for 6/10/25, 8:05 p.m. I guess Choco did pass away. I guess Bowling put it in as a coming attraction for tomorrow.
That's sad.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I haven't been watching the show, but I didn't know he had an issue.
No, I haven't been watching it in a while either.
I haven't watched his show basically since you stopped
yeah,
restreaming
it's
it
the
or
same
stream
here.
what?
That's what I said. That's when I stopped. When I stopped. When I stopped doing that thing.
Because you know what happened? I think he was sick afterwards, so he went through a period of not doing any shows. So by that time, it was out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes if he's on, I'll click on to see how many viewers he has, and usually it's a small amount unless somebody's on or something. And then, who was that? I think it was last week or the week before. That he had that kid that goes out to dinner with him, actually in his house doing the show.
Yeah. What about
I didn't
him?
watch it. No, he actually did a show with him like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. He was sitting next to him in his house. I turned it on. I was like, "Who the hell was that?" And I shut it off.
Dude, the second phase, I just can't get past it. All right, I'll put it on. I'll put whatchamacallit on BC after this last attempt. Jesus. Can't believe second phase is just retarded. He's almost at his goal tonight. $31 away.
Shit. Did he hit his goal last night?
Yeah, no, last night he didn't. That's why he was tripping out this morning. I'm gonna show some of the videos tomorrow when I do my detractor show. But he fucking bought a wheel to do Truck Simulator. So basically, he's playing a video game right now where you drive a truck, but he's got the wheel and the pedal. So he told all these people if he spends $300 on the wheel, he better get some money back. And right now he's at $120, but he'll trip out if he doesn't get more.
I think Alvin put in the chat this afternoon, or this morning or this afternoon, it was a picture of him away from his desk. He was alive, but he was away from his desk or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's double that gold tonight. What's up, Game Boy? Good evening. How are you, man?
I turned him on for like 5 seconds, and I heard him
Okay.
just say, "Let's double that gold tonight."
All right, let's continue. Here we go.
Oh, he just said he'll buy
All right,
another
everybody, I am
truck
back.
game
I'm now gonna be
if they
drinking
hit
a Smirnoff
300
Ice
tonight.
Pink lemonade for the rest of the stream. So let's pop this one open. That one didn't sound as good as the first one. Smells good though. All right, here we go. It's okay. I don't know. It tastes a little weird. It tastes a little weird. I don't know. I thought it was gonna taste like regular pink lemonade, but it has like a weird aftertaste to it. Anyway. Oh crap. Well, guess what? I left my slippers outside. Let me see if I can drive this thing without slippers. Here's a test. Without slippers, how does it feel? Does it feel weird or not? Let's find out. Let's give it a shot. All right, so here we go. We're going left, and no one coming. Nope. All right.
Looking back in the chat.
So no slipper driving. Just not
In the
bare feet
YouTube
drive,
chat.
sock driving.
Barkley says $25 if you want to pick the color of Phil's rig in Truck Simulator.
You give him $25, you can pick the color. Let me go pour my drink, BC, and we can start.
So remember, I got this giant freaking load. It's super long, right? A ridiculously long load. So I've got to be careful, particularly turning corners. Once I'm on the highway, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But definitely the corner turning is going to be a nightmare, I feel. It might be really annoying. What's up, Jimmy Jam? How are you tonight, man? Good to see you. Welcome, everyone. Second half of tonight's American Truck Sim stream. Now, finally, with a wheel. As you can see, this is the Logitech G920 wheel with pedals and stick shift. All right, so we're using it tonight. I am on automatic. I don't know how to drive manual, but maybe one day I'll learn. All right, but I am using the stick shift to go from drive, neutral to reverse, and use the pedals to accelerate and brake.
Go straight on.
Go. I should get a real life seatbelt. There we go. Yes, IO Guitar Player. We have to paint the truck green by the end of the night. All right, so we have to complete this job we're on now, and then after that, get the truck painted to finish the night.
Yeah,
Get a
Gonzo
foot
said
cam.
it took
I mean,
DSP
maybe,
30 minutes
maybe
to
eventually.
drive that
I
truck.
do have a
I
third
know.
webcam I'm not using.
Keep left.
You could have a stinky foot cam.
Even with the wheel
Put
and
an effect
pedal.
on the camera that
Yeah.
looks like stinky fumes coming off my feet. How does that sound? There you go. The stinky DSP stinky foot cam. Oh, actually it just went green.
Oh,
This
God.
is tough. It takes a long time to accelerate. Because I've got such a long. Papa Bear, how you doing, man? No, I've never driven a baby. Not good. If I ever look like this, I gotta be careful. Real and straight or right? I'm not telling you. Going straight in. Wow, I'm flooring it, and we're only hitting 24. So that's how heavy this load is. Like, this is taking, I cannot accelerate right now. I'm trying. I guess I can tend to get the right lane change. Once we get through this curve, I will tend to get the right. Oh, the lanes are diverging. Actually, never mind. I will be. Okay. Alright, 60. So play it for 500 control. I'm just gonna stay in the right lane because this thing is way too long. Jason, I miss fishing sim. Me too. I hope that they come out with a good fish sim game. I'm waiting for a good one, you know. Once they come out with a good one, I can now play. Stepdad just dropped a bunch of subs. How many? I can't see. I can't, dude. I actually cannot hit.
Well, he just hit the goal.
I think I might have to just hit the control around like 45 because my load is so big.
Somebody dropped a bunch of subs.
Yup, that means he hit the goal. He's like $30 away. For
Try
some
it, you
reason,
can't
they
see.
they love him playing this truck game.
Ready? 5, 4, 55. Okay. See if I can maintain cruise control or not. Go. Oh, the moon! Look at the moon! Sweet. We haven't really done like a night ride like this, right? I don't think so. This is cool. Wow, I really like the setup, guys. Go by. This is nice. Playing a game like this is realistic, very realistic. Okay. All right, so it was your future stepdad. How many was it? I missed it. 6. Thank you, your future stepdad. 6 gifted subs. Your future stepdad, making them the biggest sub contributor of the night on Kick. That is $30 to support. 149. 149 out of our goal of 150. We are $1 away. from hitting the goal.
$1 away.
And if we double the goal, I'm committing that we will get 4 driving games to play on Wii. I don't know what game we'll talk about, but that way, since I have this now, you know, well, I want to double the goal tonight. We tries it tomorrow. Okay. Tonight it was just turkey tacos, so no big deal tonight.
He just said if you give me another $1.50, see, it doesn't matter if you hit one goal, because he's got another goal. So what's the fucking point? And he just said if he hits 300 tonight, he's committed into buying more truck games. Like, bro, you play video games for a living. You should be committed to buying more truck games no matter what.
Actually, like, right here. Yeah. It feels good. It actually gets good. You did okay. I'm off the track. I need to back down, guys. I like it. It feels realistic. It's like I'm building on a freeway or highway. I like it. Ring of 2. Hands on 10 and 2. The wheel even has bumps on 10 and 2. You know, you get the extra grip. It's actually nasty.
Thank you, Minavera. Thank you, sweetheart.
Did I ever fall asleep driving for real? No. No. There's once when I was, admittedly, I've told this story before, it was in the 2000s. I had an office job, okay? And all of my coworkers, after work, sometimes would go far across the street. I want to say it was UCI Fridays, I think it was. And they would go to a happy hour, and they would grab, like, beers and food and everything. And at first I thought, that's so, like, irresponsible.
Ano kaya ay kakainin ko sa lunch?
Wait, hold on, I'll turn Phil back on in 1 second.
Hello, Sir Joseph. Shut up. Thank you for dropping by. How are you, Sir Joseph? Ba't ka tumawa? Why are you laughing? Ayaw mong sumayaw? Si Semi. Kalahati. Malapit na ako mag-drum. Pangit talaga pag walang ano, no? Walang birit. Kasi yung pag kumakanta, yung music, nawawala-wala. Parang pag kumanta ka, tapos yung music, humihina.
Or give me 1 second, BC. Go to the lobby so we can join the tourney. Oh, shit. You want some more to eat, Daisy? Hold on.
Ayan, okay na guys. Pwede na kayong kumain. Sa mga tapos na, pwede na pong kumain. Sir Joseph! Sir Joseph, hello!
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart? Sir Joseph Pashi, King, Mega Love shout out, King. Thank you for the gift. Wait a moment.
Wow, BC, it's saying we ranked too far apart and shit.
Yan guys. Sir Joseph Pashi, Mega Love shout out, King. Thank you for the gift.
How's Raw feeling?
Mega Love shout out!
Whoops. Fuck's Raw Phil? There it is.
Yes, right? I guess it doesn't matter. Did they auto turn off? The headlights might have turned off automatically. I'm not sure.
All right, we'll just play.
Really see them anymore.
Yeah, we need a third. Is Pizza Mike out there?
Nope, they were on.
Message him, see if he's around.
I can't tell if that's
Thank you
or
for the
regular.
follow.
I think this is regular, and that's high beam, and that's off. But you can't see the regular on the road, so I'll just leave them high beam.
Pizza.
I have 3 pedals. I have the clutch, the brake, and the accelerator. In my setup. 3 pedal setup.
Thank you, NN.
Gabriel says I should get a concealed carry permit if I'm going to be a trucker. We'll have to look into that.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Will
I just
review
messaged
the
him. We'll
T-Pain
see
air
what he
pressure
says.
During DSP tries it. Well, sadly, it did say that the T-Pain
If
air
not, we'll
pressure
just
that
play
you
a
get
couple
with the
rank
T-Pain
games.
One cheese meal from Jack in the Box. It was a limited time offer. I don't know if they're still gonna have it. So that's, they might not actually have the air freshener, but I'll see if they deliver it. If they do, I'll smell it. I'll let you know what it's like. Hopefully, it doesn't smell like T-Pain. The game's graphics are odd. Like, look at the lighting. The lighting is good, right? The actual lighting of this, how it's like morning now, the shadows are good. Yet there's weird pop-in. And I have to pull in for a vehicle inspection, folks. Okay. You have to go to the weigh station.
can't. This game's so stupid that it won't let people play in a tournament together.
I
That's
should
some
be fine. I should
fucking.
have, like, no damage. I should be good. First way station of the night here. Okay, enter. Vehicle's not in perfect state. Be more careful next time. Yeah, but I don't have any fines. It's not horrible. So there you go. You're going soon, Jade? Okay. Hope you have a good night, Jade. Thanks for hanging out. All right, we're off. No, we have not crashed. At the very beginning of the night, I dinged it for 1%
Are we in?
damage, but that's all. Since I've had the wheel, I've actually driven significantly better than I was doing on the gamepad. So that's good. Obviously, it means the wheel is very good, and it's allowed me to do much better. Now we gotta get back up to cruise control speed again, 55. Limit 60, but I like 55. It's been working. King Purpose is a game named Busbound. You can use the wheel and be a bus driver around town. Oh yeah? Bus simulator. Now I gotta get back up to speed again. I will tell them goodnight, Jade. Sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, nice and smooth. You got a good delivery here tonight. Get that speed up. Look, we're on over the water. It's nice. See what I mean? Like, the graphics sometimes are really good, and other times they're not so good and choppy. Right now, it's very smooth. I think because we're on the highway, we're not in the city, so it ends up being, like, really, really smooth. But in the city, then it chops.
You guys talk about Raw before?
Did you say, did we talk
Well,
about
there's
Raw?
19 minutes left, which is about equivalent of what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that?
All I remember from Raw is the,
When you get the paint job.
R-Truth shaving his shit off, and, I don't even remember what the main event was.
Can I honk the horn? Oh, shit.
Well, I don't know if it was the main event, but I just saw that, what's his face? Hold on a second.
Hello, Billy.
Oh, Gunther defeated Uso for the title.
Wow, already?
Okay, so don't get off the exit.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick, and it was on Raw, too.
Yeah.
How accurate is the Washington DLC if I can rate it? Oh, shit.
I wonder why his title reign was so short.
Beats me.
I feel like I would have overcompensated if I was on the gamepad there. Because I was on the wheel, I actually took the corner nicely.
Wow, yeah,
So
Iceman
how
said
accurate
he
is
lost the
Washington
belt.
Driving? I honestly don't
Looks
know,
like the
because I drive on
rioters
the highway in
ruined a
Washington.
Kobe
I only drive city,
Wow.
like local driving. So I don't know. I've never been on the highway.
That's bad.
Oh, really? The T-Pain meal comes with a Fortnite.
Yeah, it's crazy, Iceman. They didn't even give him a chance.
Oh, no, I'll never be using that. I guess this is something about the audience who would buy that meal normally.
It was a WrestleMania moment on Raw.
Look at the cruise control speed. I'll hit it. But I'm using the pedal right now. Yeah, I'm not getting, because I have such a long load, I can't. It's very hard for me to get speed in this. Looks like I'm going to be getting off and exiting. Oh shit, I am getting off and exiting. Okay. Good thing I saw that ahead of time on the GPS. Go.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Too fast with the exit.
Exit right.
Exit right. It does feel very different doing this with the wheel. It does, guys. Way more realistic. I feel like I'm really driving a car. And you guys thought I was going to drive horribly. It's just that I had inferior controls. Now that I have the best controls, look at my top-level driving skills. You guys just have no idea.
Top level driving skills.
Of course. Boy Brushed Red says, I didn't know DSP was such an enthusiast to get the peripherals for this game. Oh, I'm the biggest driving enthusiast on the planet. You didn't know that? Of course.
Turn right.
Everyone knows my historical driving playthroughs of the utmost quality. Everyone knows of them and watches them frequently. Over and over.
Jake, not from State Farm, actually even talks like the real Jake.
Even on floor in it, I've lost all speed in this.
By the way.
I'm flooring it. My foot is to the floor because we're going up on this turn. This is as fast as I can drive.
Darkside Servat threw me a curve. He says, and Michael knows.
Yeah.
Who usually says that?
I think we'll be fine. We won't get stopped to sleep or nothing.
Bolin. Because it goes in Pesci knows.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. He usually says Pesci knows.
Yeah.
So I can't play Mario Kart with this. This is only for PC and Xbox. A picturesque.
Well, what the reference is when he would say that was he was saying when he get his AMC money, he was going to give us money
I might be able to afford it. I know the engine's incredibly expensive.
for all the money we
This is a
gave
high-end
him.
job.
Well, is Darkside Servat the other person from Louisville area?
No, I don't think so.
Keep right.
Play Garfield Kart 2 with this.
He
in,
just knows the
in
lingo.
September.
Or Kentucky, I should say.
I don't think so.
We all know that's what this was made for, Garfield
Please
Kart.
mind the speed limit.
I'm trying.
Caution.
Very hard.
Please mind the speed limit.
We're getting off the highway now, right? No, it says we're going left, so we're not exiting?
Keep left.
Keep left. We're not exiting. Okay. We gotta get over 2 lanes quickly. Nice. You can't even get off that exit. You know what that is? That's probably
What
an
hell-
DLC or something.
What do you lie about, Iceman?
Well, I'm going 67. Oh God, guys, I'm going 67. I gotta slow down. Holy shit. Yeah, we're off the highway and I was going 67. Damn. I was going way too fast. Ooh, that was dangerous stuff. I'm still going too fast, it says. It must be 35 on these cities or the regular streets.
Yeah, let's destroy everything.
Yeah, let's burn this fucking place to the ground. Yeah, no
What do you
sleep.
mean by that? Indicators?
No,
Don't sleep till
Sleep.
Brooklyn.
to
Good
Brooklyn.
night, Jade.
Peaceful protest.
Who said that?
They
Killer
doing anything by
Keemstar
you?
said.
Nice, perfectly with
No,
Keemstar
that's
said that would not happen in New York.
That's literally what they're chanting. They're chanting peaceful protest.
Did you hear that, Sean? Sean said, or Sean Keemstar said
Wait,
that
now again?
that would not happen in New York.
Yes, the blinkers. Yes, it has the paddles or the blinkers. Because if I didn't have the pedals, then, excuse me, if I didn't have the
You
shifter,
there, Sean?
Peaceful protest.
paddles that are on it, the shifter,
Sean,
the shift, these are now used for the
Yes.
do you agree with him or no?
Uh,
sideswipe this guy.
50-50.
So far with this delivery,
I mean, they did do a number during the George Floyd thing.
Yeah,
They did do a
that's
number
what I said.
here. so.
That's why I was surprised he said that.
As I told you last night, the news is liberal out there as they are in LA
let's make some big
when it
money
comes to
right
this
here.
shit. Why don't they just put a citywide curfew like they did during the pandemic?
That's what I thought they did, but I guess evidently not.
No, the city wants this. You know the Democrats. You remember what Rahm Emanuel said?
Never let a good scandal go to waste, right?
Well, no, well, that's what I was saying before when I jumped on. I jumped in because they were talking about immigration, and not that I, you know, am for it or against it or whatever, but somebody had said that, you know, if
So
you're not.
LAPD says they're going to start arresting people now if they don't leave. Where are the Marines?
Oh yeah, we're only 2 days too late.
Where are the Marines at?
Supposedly
In the water?
500, but I don't know where they are.
Oh shit. Nerdrotic is in D-Day Cobra's chat right now.
Yeah, they're boys.
What I said before was
Did you
that
follow
Soros
Geeks
is
and
probably
Gamers
backing
too?
these protesters.
I guess the citywide curfew wouldn't work because where would all the homeless people go?
Yeah.
It's true.
Wow, $100 donation for Phillies up to $250.
Unreal.
It's almost
They
300
love that
at
truck
300.
simulator. Oh, tier 2 goal. Oh, I guess now he's over 300. Never mind.
Oh, jeez.
That means DSP tries it for tomorrow. All right, so we'll have something to watch on the Detractor Alley tomorrow. We'll have a few things to watch.
What's he gonna try? Food or?
Food, of course. Always food.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was gonna play a new game or food or what.
no. I don't know what games he's playing, but yeah. Usually DSP tries it. Means he's eating food.
This one.
Or drinking something.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone so much for your support. NDO hitting a freaking goal by himself. Thank you, NDO. Thank you for your support, guys. Again, I want to remind
Fuck you, Gavin.
Oh, so basically someone donated $150 by themselves. So one man donated $150.
Fuck that person too. Bitch.
Hey, Bucky, you think Soros is bankrolling these protesters?
That's what I've been telling Pesci from the beginning. He's like, who's Soros? And I didn't even know how to explain it to him. He's like, imagine if Tony Stark was like a raging liberal and he funded every single liberal psyop in existence. That would be George Soros. But probably richer than Tony Stark, though. To be honest.
He's German, isn't he?
He's Swiss?
Oh, I'm not sure. I was gonna say I thought he was Jewish, but I don't know what that.
He is. No, he is. He is.
Oh, I thought so. Okay, I was right. All right.
He's born in Hungary, so we were both wrong. He's Hungarian.
Okay. Because I was telling the guys that what was going on here, and I think in Chicago, probably out in LA too, was people would be driving around in like U-Hauls, for example, dropping off bricks and shit, and then these idiots would start grabbing them and start throwing them. Because last night I was telling them I didn't see it. I heard that they broke into a Nike store, but last night I actually watched them break into a T-Mobile store.
Yeah, it's all about Iceland, right? That's what Tolliver said.
Yeah. It's all about immigration. Now, because Pesci asked before, you know, are they going until a certain time and then stopping? I said I was up until like 3:30, which is 12:30 out there, and they were still going.
Yeah. But it's like they would have. It's like, dude, anybody's got to rest.
No,
They
that's
can't
why.
just-
That's why they got. No, they've got shifts, bro. They bring in multiple waves. of
Yeah,
protesters.
I mean he's
They get
he's
paid.
got these.
He pays them to be out here. Yeah.
He goes to the or not him obviously, but they go to the colleges and shit and get these fucking retards to protest.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And some of them are paid agitators, where they're getting the cops' face and stuff. Now, you know, like I said before, they know that the LA cops weren't going to arrest them. Now that the National Guard and stuff is involved, maybe they might. They might not do it as much for afraid of being arrested. But so what? They'll be out in an hour or whatever.
DC
Real
said
Vietnam.
Soros is a real life Bond villain.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. We're gonna have a real Vietnam situation on our hands when the Marines get there, Sean.
Well, I was telling
Could be
McCormick
like
before.
we're gonna have another Kent State situation.
Well,
Get
I
ready,
was telling
Pesci.
McCormick before. McCormick said.
What up, Mount Timer?
Didn't talk about it, but he didn't know the whole thing. And I said, yeah, it really happened. It was in Kent State in Ohio. And I
There's a
said, I don't
fucking
remember.
there's a fucking Neil Young song about it.
Well, Cosby, Stills, and Nash. I don't know if
Yeah.
Young was a part of it, but yeah, no. He said the same thing.
Ohio.
Right. He said the same thing, and I said, yeah, most of the facts are there, but
Bro, wasn't that
I don't
Neil?
know.
Wasn't that Neil on lead vocals on that song?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. So it was
Yeah.
Cosby, Nash,
Yeah.
and Young.
Oh
or
my god,
whatever.
I thought Neil wrote
Got her
that.
ass kicked, Ohio.
Why?
Pencils and
Oh,
Dixons
damn.
coming. We're finally
Tin soldiers and
on our way.
Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own.
This summer I hear the drumming. Hold it in Ohio. Nixon's coming.
Nixon was on his way out.
Almost there. This is it right over here. We'll drive slow.
Yeah, I don't know. I was telling McCormick, I don't know if it was the National Guard or the Army or whatever, but they opened fire with live ammunition and killed 4 people.
Yeah.
I think
No,
there's
no.
pictures from like Life.
Oh wow.
I think there's pictures from like Time magazine, Life magazine, whatever. The kids dead in the street or whatever.
But it's actually wiggling back and forth.
BC failed to register for tournament.
Look at the dirt in the rearview mirror.
Says you're in an online match, BC. I don't know if you should back out and come back.
We'll just drive slow. Look at this. You see the construction work being done out here around us. Lifting logs.
I'm gonna try to invite you now.
That's really cool.
Bitches on a dick, Ohio. No, I just re-invited you.
Yeah, we're standing on police cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Burn.
set.
Where's my
We're
mother
setting
at?
automated cars on fire.
Kill.
We have to discover this place.
Dude, there's literally a black lady in a Palestinian scarf calling the cops traitors. Sounds like Pesci playing Mario Kart.
We're not doing a job offer. We gotta job.
We all
We
these
got the
people on
bitches,
TikTok and all.
Ohio.
Oh,
Oh shit, oh shit. Smoke bombs? Are the cops popping off?
And the bitches on the Dion.
not the Sanders.
Oh, what is this? This thing's in our way. What is this? There's a thing in our way. What is that crap? Oh, this is not good. Why is this in the way?
I was saying before, Barkley, did you see the reporter that got shot in the ass or whatever, or in the leg with the rubber bullet? They're all crying.
With the non-lethal? That's great.
She's in the line of fire. What the hell does she expect?
Yeah, what'd you expect?
All right, well.
That's a fucking badge of victory for a reporter, you little bitch.
Well, this is a challenging job. Not only was
Badge
it
of honor.
The longest load we've ever had. Now we're driving through this off-road terrain, which we've never done before.
LAPD
But
just
now
brought
they
in
say-
buses to conduct mass arrests.
See, I'm actually
They
trying
got
to
school
speed up, but I
buses.
can't. I seriously can't.
White school buses.
I'm flooring it. We're not moving. There's nothing I can do about it because we're in dirt.
Here they start filling them up. Oh yeah, look, they're loading up the school buses. They're arresting all these freaking activists.
Force feedback is neat.
Did
I love it.
Lock them up, lock them up, lock them up.
I feel like there could be more, like it's not vibrating.
As Roscoe P. Coltrane used to say, cuff them and stuff 'em.
But it's not like
Deport if you can.
or anything like that.
Now, what I was saying before is, last week in Southern California, they were actually going into schools. That's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of crossing a line. There's got.
I mean, like I said,
you remember, like in the hood, they would have the Sunday truce. You know what I mean? There's got to be a safe zone.
If you're illegal, you're illegal. But to go into a school and like what some of the people are saying, and they have a point. You know, is a child a real threat to national safety? You know.
Elian Gonzalez was.
Yeah, I remember that. Extra soldier that ripped him out of his father's arms or whatever.
No, I did not donate any blood.
Or was that a cop? I don't remember.
He wouldn't be allowed to anyway because you smoke.
Bitches on the dick, Ohio. BC said, John, they were going into schools to get kids because the parents were being deported. The families get deported together.
That makes sense, but it's still traumatic for the kid.
Uh-oh, donations coming in to Phil. Another 20. Maybe more.
I turned it off when he hit the goal. Actually, I turned it off when he was at 115.
You know what I was reading before, and it was interesting. I didn't really know about it. In the 30s, during the Depression,
pop blood, says Brad.
We actually deported a big amount of Mexicans because of the Great Depression. Citizens too. It didn't matter.
We used to do some funny stuff.
Oh, a lot of crazy stuff has happened. I remember World War II, what they did. You were Japan, German, or Italian, you were in camps.
I can't believe there's still 600 people in Raw Phil watching.
I don't know what they think they're gonna see.
Everyone's spamming green truck. I guess he didn't give somebody the green truck.
Yeah. What's his name donated for the green? Fuck, I forgot his name. Damn, they're fucking protesting in Santa Ana too, bro. That's usually where I stay when I go to Disneyland. Fuck!
Disneyland!
Fucking rat bastards, man.
I can't wait till they find Barkley.
What?
No, joking.
He broke down in Ohio. Why? How many more?
Oh, there's the military, or is that the National Guard? They got Hummers. Hummers with turrets on them. Nice. Nice.
Nothing but the best.
That one's got a
Boss
fucking...
Sausage said, "Can you ask the resident wannabe lawyer what's the best news station to watch this all?"
D-Day Cobra on YouTube.
I knew you'd like that guy. I'll actually put him.
I haven't been
If Phil
watching.
hit the goal, I'll put him on.
I haven't been watching any YouTube TV channels. Thunder. I've been getting all my coverage from like people that are on the ground in the crowds. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk.
It's actually
they just show you what's happening.
There's a I'm not sure if they're still on Facebook, but they're on YouTube. It's called woke.net, and they have feeds from everybody that's on the ground. They would do it. It started back from the George Floyd, and now they're showing it. Popped up yesterday, I think, showing the LA.
That's probably
Anybody-
that's probably what D-Day Cobra's using, because he has something that has like 9 screens. It's like Dallas, Austin, LA, Miami, fucking.
Yeah, that's
Jimmy
exactly
Crick.
what woke
He's
used.
a YouTuber. He runs a channel called Geeks and Gamers, but his side channel is D-Day Cobra. He talks about politics and Trump and shit.
Anybody that's friends with Nerdrotic is friends of mine. I'll tell you that. I love how Nerdrotic, when he's talking about Snow White, he said the music was so bad in that movie it made me wish I was back in prison.
When I get done with this game, I'll show you.
I've been watching Nerdrotic.
I'll show you his
a long
boy. His like I think it's one of his best friends, D-Day Cobra. You'll really like his best friend's channel. He puts out videos like throughout the day, calling out woke shit. Yeah, I can't think. I gotta make sure I can spell the name right. I don't know if it's. I gotta look it up real quick.
Ah, take your time.
You can look up the channel I was talking about too, woke.net. That's got all the. It's probably the same, similar what, like Barkley said. It's probably similar. There's people that actually stream that woke channel and then talk over it, like you used to do with bowling.
Yeah.
get donations and shit.
Yeah.
We woke, fire woke. We ain't got it. We ain't got no money. We ain't got no car. Ain't got no job.
Nice save, BC.
Weather lady.
Yeah, he loves this weather lady. She a baddie though.
Okay, Cal, I think. Is that Fox? I'm not sure.
Nah, ABC. You're watching D-Day
Oh.
Cobra. What are they doing? Are they breaking into this Korean restaurant? Are they looting?
Oh, shit. Yeah, what are they wearing masks for? No, COVID.
What the fuck are these faggots doing? They're like hugging each other and shit. The fuck?
They go
Weirdos, man.
It takes all kinds in this world. El Boss Sausage says, anyone seen or heard from OG Boss Man? He could be protesting.
You gay as hell for that.
Actually, could you use a wheel in Rocket League?
That's a good ass question.
Yeah, you could, because they have buttons on them. Like the one Phil's using has all the face buttons that a regular controller has.
Well, because you have rockets though too, Marcus. So I wonder how that would work though. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like it would be better on controller though.
Yeah, I don't know how good this game would be on a wheel. Yeah, but those wheels must be becoming popular because I actually see a lot of those at Micro Center. They got like a whole section dedicated to them.
Some people that play those truck similar games make up like a little booth that looks like a real truck inside. They got the wheel.
Yeah.
No, you can buy a chair that kind of goes with it.
The flight simmers do the same thing, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll build a whole goddamn nose of a plane in their garage. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've seen some radical simulators setups. Me, I just have a fucking joystick and a monitor.
Yeah, that's all I used to use.
Oh, it didn't go in. It's a little too late. Oh, that's crazy.
I'll date myself. When I was a kid and I was heavy into using the Commodore 64, I used my Atari joystick because it had the same connection.
Nice.
My Atari 2600 fucking joystick.
And we fought hard. Shake it off.
Did you say that you fart hard?
Fought.
I know.
Hey, Barkley, did you see that Marine helicopter flying
look
through
at that
LA
sign
before?
they got. It says ICE, go home.
Yeah.
Is that an Asian woman?
They're trying to loot the sushi restaurant.
Jesus.
That's fucked up.
Get some free,
It is.
get some
Wow.
free Korean barbecue.
I can picture the sushi people like, look at them motherfuckers. I told you.
They can't pull this shit in Koreatown. They'll get shot.
Well, what's happening right here? Explosions? Look at this shit, John. Holy shit. What people all
Get
got
'em.
their phones
Get 'em.
out? Did you
Get 'em.
make sure we get it on tape?
Smoke them out.
Oh, Jesus.
Smoke them out.
They should.
Oh, look, there
Release the
is.
tear
There's
gas.
shit on fire. Look at that. Are they all cheering?
Hey,
we did it. Look at the explosion. Yay.
They're acting like they just won the World Cup or something.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Man, this is still more people than showed up for the Rams Super Bowl parade.
Hey, did you guys see what happened in Vegas last night? Like 3 people got shot.
There was a YouTuber that shot another YouTuber and his wife while he was live.
Right.
D-Day Cobra was talking about it. D-Day Cobra was talking about it. Shot him and his wife while he was live.
What was it over?
Who knows?
I saw a TikToker was live from the strip, but you really couldn't see anything because the cops had the street closed off. But he was up on that bridge that goes across. The footbridge that goes across. But like I said, you couldn't really see anything. You could see the strip. Strip
The flags. We don't belong here. Let's burn.
We're protesting immigration, but we don't want to go to Mexico.
How do they get all these people to just get involved in this?
Dude, Soros got a lot of money, bro. And then plus, you got the ones that are just doing it for the sake of doing it. Because if they start looting, they're gonna try and get free shit.
Remember when Trump said, when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Notice how this shit's going on when Trump's president. You didn't have that shit when Biden was president.
Oh, explosion. Smoke them out! Sounds like fucking Gaza out there.
I said before, Barkley, did you see that shit? China supposedly dropped food in Gaza?
Yeah, right.
Supposedly, I don't know if it was fake, but supposedly there was a jet that passed by and they were cheering fucking China. I said, that don't look like Chinese food.
He said that don't look like Chinese food.
Wonderful.
Damn, people getting arrested? Yeah, smoke them out.
I hope
Said they don't fuck around in Texas.
Oh, they got fireworks. I feel sorry for the people who live in those apartments, man. Hopefully they got the fuck out of there. You want to talk about, it sounds like Mexico outside.
Is that an American flag that's half American, half Chinese? Or
half Mexican.
Mexican?
Yeah.
Every seller's with a political comment. Trump sucks.
Wow. That's a very educated comment. So eloquent, Billy. So eloquent, Billy. You're a regular George Washington. Well, if Billy says it, it must be true.
Trump sucks.
I'm gonna tell you something you're not gonna lie, Kenny. I voted for Trump.
Hey, Barkley, did you hear Choco passed away?
Bowen's dog?
Yeah, Gonzo put a copy of tomorrow's show, you know, the preview of tomorrow's show in the Facebook chat. Remembering Choco or whatever.
Oh, that's sad to hear because he said like a week ago that she's been acting funny. I know how much.
Oh, I didn't know.
I know how much Bowen cares about his fucking dog. So that's
Yeah, I told him, I'll probably reach out to him.
that's tough. Yeah, tell him I said the same thing, Pressure. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because I know how much he loves those fucking dogs, man. If you want to talk about Phil talking about how Jasper is his family.
No, he did. Bowen did the right thing when Pesci lost his dog.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, me too, Billy.
Rest in peace, Choco.
Yeah, that's rough. Makes sense why Boland's been gone since last Tuesday.
Oh, has he? I have no. I was saying to Pesci, I really haven't watched him since Pesci stopped the detractor stuff, and plus he had gotten sick around that time, so he was off. The same thing. He was off for a few shows and out of sight, out of mind. I don't even watch.
Yeah, same here. He took all the fun out of it when the detractor alley got canceled.
He got no sense of humor. Dumb fuck.
Well, I would send him some money, but I guess he blocked me on Venmo.
Oh no. Yeah, well, Darkside Server has said a few times that Boland needs to raise $1,600 for the funeral, and Bob will match it.
Wait, what?
Darkside Server says Boland needs to raise $1,600 for a funeral, and Bob will match it.
For Choco?
That's right. The cremation, he's that Choco's a big dog. Cremation's a lot of money. Oh, you know he's gonna have the fucking urn or something on his fucking desk. He'll do a pallbearer with the fucking urn.
I don't get it, man. Why don't they just fucking smoke these fuckers out? Yeah, climbing the telephone pole. Yeah, this is Mexico. Yeah.
Darkside Server says we want Choco to go out in style, Bob.
Hey, you see this, Pesci?
Yeah, what the hell's that? In Mexico, we would burn you!
Like, hey, instead of this is Sparta, this is Mexico, yeah!
We ain't going nowhere, we live downstairs! Oh, that's
This was
LA
Mexico
still?
first.
What happened to the ones in Dallas? Is the one in Dallas?
Nah, they
That
already,
big?
the Dallas cops shut that down real quick. They started arresting people, like, right away.
I love it. Sorry, LA. It's kind of embarrassing that Cali can't get their shit together.
Oh, forget about it. I seen some whack-ass comments that the cartels were supposedly
Hey, is that
bankrolling
right?
all this.
Is that El Grande Americano right there?
It's Mil Maskers.
It's Mil Mascaras? Oh, they're pushing them back.
El Grande Americano.
Oh, they're pushing it. Yeah. They're gonna start smoking them out. Yeah, get them. Fuck that, stay there. Bitch, you ain't reporting in World War II. God, these reporters are such pussies now, man. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, like spud guns or pellet guns or some shit.
But why did they vandalize all those local businesses? What does that do to ICE, bro?
They're retarded.
Yeah.
Well, boss man might make a comment now that I said that, but facts is facts.
Yeah.
Darkside Servap said Sean Smith might be my new favorite person on this chat.
Yeah, because I'm beating the shit. Oh, here it is. I'm on my YouTube thing. Remembering Choco. Scheduled for 6/10/25, 9:05 p.m.
No, I won't be watching, but I send my condolences.
Yeah, it'd be too sad. I'll reach out to him though.
No, I'm gonna be golfing. I'm playing at Stanford Golf Course tomorrow. The university has its own golf course, but it's private, very hard to get on. And I was able to finesse myself a tee time out there, so I'm gonna be in
Would they let
Stanford.
Tiger golf there, or would they turn him down?
Tiger went to school there.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, Tiger can play Stanford whenever he wants. Yeah. He was a Stanford boy. Whoa, dude, they're fucking launching mortars at the cops. Do you see that? Oh, you see that?
Buckley, you gotta make a video from the golf course with a message of condolences for Baltimore.
Oh yeah, he's loved that. Holy shit! Are you watching Cobra right now?
Yeah.
You see this? Bro, these cops are giving
I'll
them
play
a
one
lot.
more, BC.
Bro, these cops are giving them a lot of leeway. Oh, look at that.
Hey, they should do what they did at the Ohio State Michigan game. Someone grabbed the flag and run away. What is that can rolling around smoking? What are those?
Well, it was a smoke bomb that the cops threw at the protesters, and they threw it back.
Yeah, they. I guess if you grab it as soon as it hits and throw it back.
Hopefully they start fucking them up, man.
I guess that idiot was also that idiot
Yo.
Hassan Piker on
All right,
Twitch was fucking.
don't even talk to me about Hassan.
I'm saying he
You're
was
gonna-
at the raid. He was.
If you
He was one of the protesters.
If you start talking about Hassan, you're gonna get me going like how you get going about Disney Star Wars, bro. Look, he's throwing it back. Bro, these cops are being dude, start shooting beanbags at him. Those will knock somebody out, right? The beanbags are way more painful than the rubber bullets.
I would have brought the dogs.
Are you like Pesci? Pesci literally got a year in prison for having a little bit of weed. These motherfuckers are throwing fireworks at cops.
I know. welcome to America.
Welcome to fucking Ohio, bro. You out there living
Cops, I think Sunday.
Bro, you live
the
in
cops are using horses, and people are crying about it.
You live in Ohio or fucking communist China out there? Crazy. Oh, the second line.
Bring in the Marines already.
But dude, they're in Camp Pendleton. They're not even that far away.
Where do you think the National Guard is? I think somebody said they might be in those federal buildings, but I don't know.
Camp Pendleton is literally 90 minutes from LA, bro. I don't know what's taking so long. Whoa! Nice.
You see that? That looked like somebody shot that.
Got one. What do you guys say when you play Fortnite? Knock one, got one.
Knocked one. Yeah, knocked one. That's hilarious.
Got it. Knocked one.
That's definitely comment of the night.
He said, got him for 80?
Yeah.
Can we get a replay of that? We get the Slim Jim or the Lug Slam of the Week. Look at
Slam of the week.
They ain't having nothing to do with it. They're like, see ya. They are gone, yo. Look at that. Look how quickly they got the fuck out of there.
Golfside Servap says Buckley on the golf course smoking a cigar, wearing a MAGA hat, sending Bolin his condolences.
Not a cigar. I'll be smoking a joint, even better. Out there weeded up with your fucking pistols and your flag, Trump flag, of course.
And then you have to say to all those ICE protesters in LA, MAGA baby.
Yeah, there's a beautiful Trump International Los Angeles. It's in what's it called? God, I played it. What's the fucking name of it? It's right by Long Beach. Rancho Palos Verdes is where it is, but it's a Dye Design.
Oh, that's a nice area.
Yeah, Dye Design, Pete Dye Design course, 18 holes on the ocean. All 18 holes on the ocean.
The hood is not too far away, but it's a nice area.
The Port of Long Beach is like 30 minutes from the course.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's some bangs. Are you still hearing loud bangs? Ba-ba! Oh shit, they're gonna loot. There's a shoot palace. R.I.P. You're fucked.
You're fucked. Jake's voice. You fucked. Time to go shopping.
Nice. Nice. Oh man. Did you hear that, Sean?
Oh, what did it say?
CNN reporter was detained and told not to return. Imagine my shot. CNN reporter, that's an oxymoron.
CNN was fun during
Oh, R.I.P. to that person's car.
CNN was fun during Desert Storm and shit.
Dude, that's a dumpster. That's a dumpster.
Yeah, they did the same thing last night in LA.
How is it moving? Who's in there?
Well, no, there's wheels on it, Pesci.
Oh.
They set one on fire last night.
How's it moving? Is there someone in there?
It's a midget in there.
It's a dumpster with an electric motor on it or something.
No, I didn't know there was like 4 fucking dudes in there fucking running like a Fred Flintstone mobile or something.
Couple of fucking homeless guys.
Bro, just fucking do an all-out blitzkrieg. Get the bean bags and just fucking... Everyone that's... Just fire away. Everybody runs away, and the ones that are left, you know, on the ground get arrested. And then you go home. That's it.
And Newsom has the balls to say he doesn't need the government's help.
He shouldn't. That's the thing. But he's a bitch.
Of course.
We got more than 700 National Guard troops, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think he sent, what, 2,000, I think?
These people are fucking animals, bro. Look at they're tagging up all the buildings and the businesses.
Yeah, everything. They're morons.
Fucking Neanderthals, man. Actual Neanderthals.
That was the last one, BC.
That's what they are.
And like I said before, to the best of my knowledge, ICE doesn't do any raids at night. And why are these people protesting at night?
They've been protesting for 4 days, brother.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying. Protest during the day when
No,
ICE,
but what
like
I was
they
saying
did in
about
that.
that dude earlier was he was streaming or took pictures or something.
There was Saturday night. There was some TikTokers that were actually, amongst the people filming everything. And when the cops let off tear gas and shit, they got hit and they were running away and they were coughing and gagging, all kinds of shit. They crying, the shit was in their eyes. They actually put out stories, I know on Instagram, about how to ward off effects of tear gas and things like that.
It's called a gas mask.
Yeah.
It says, does someone put it in D-Day Cobras, does tear gas smell like tacos? No tax on overtime, cops making bank.
Oh, fucking A, it's all mandatory overtime.
Looks like very suspicious police activity going on. Trump is on the job. Nothing to see here. Move along. They loading up protesters into the buses.
That's what I told you. They got school buses.
Somebody named Deadfly says we need Judge Dredd. Are they going to get stuck in the tunnel? Says Space Movie. I voted for this, says the sleepy one. Somebody put like fish in a barrel. I voted for the Mexican, says Dave Wayne. Cops are getting tax-free OT. They're thrilled. Ha ha. I voted for Harris because someone offered me a burrito. Says proof positive. Someone put more like Mexican. Yeah, arrest them CNN reporters. They're stream sniping Jeremy, says Midnight Light. Come back legally, says Mystica. These pride, hey, someone put these pride parades are wild. Everybody, Raptors 50 says everybody point at CNN, or everybody point and laugh at CNN. Fort Dumpster. They say move, you move, just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, it says, what's his name? Celebrities are supporting this now. Someone said, do you think Jews and Palestinians care about this or just worry about their own? Someone says, gonna have to punch yourself to sleep later.
When I move, you move. Just like that.
Move out. I suggest Tennessee.
Damn,
This
they got
poor
done.
guy's
Oh, look at,
electric
look at,
bill.
look at. Here we go. Shit's flying. Shit's flying.
Probably using the dumpsters as blockades or something.
Nice. Tear gas.
I like that people
Remember
are just
Hey,
casually walking
remember-
away from
remember-
this, like peaceful
like-
protest.
Call of Duty 2. 20 seconds!
Here, someone put, here, catch this.
Oh shit, they're coming in both sides. We're
Can they
completely
wrap this up
surrounded.
so I could go to sleep?
It's over.
Like playing hot potato.
Children of Chaos. Yeah, you're going to jail. Happy 4th of July, says Dave Wayne. Hey, that's my bike, says Sane Adam. Someone says deport Hassan.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I know a lot of people hate him. I think he seems like a loser.
He's a real piece of shit.
I
Guy
just thought it was
fucking-
funny they showed
the
pictures
guy-
of him
the
at
guy-
one of, he was protesting with these people.
Well, the guy literally LARPs for Middle Eastern terrorists on his Twitch channel, and I'm not even exaggerating a little bit.
No, I know. I watched the thing. I watched
Actual
the thing on
terrorists.
Kino Casino about him and going at it with Ethan
Worski?
Klein. No, Ethan Klein,
Hmm.
the Jewish dude that runs E3 or whatever.
They used to run E3 anyway.
No, what's it called? That the Jewish guy Ethan Klein or whatever. What's it called? E3 or is it called something different?
Oh, you mean the Game Awards?
Not the Game Awards. What's that dude's fucking run? It's something. I didn't figure it out.
Oh, no. He's the Israeli guy that does the H3
H3.
yeah, podcast. Yeah, I can't stand Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein's a fat fuck piece of shit. I'll spit in his face. He's a real
What, the
chaza.
Jewish dude?
Yeah, he's a real chaza, man. I can't stand Ethan Klein.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like him either, but he's got a
fucking-
big audience.
A huge audience. He's as big as Keem, if not bigger.
Yeah, of course.
But he's still a piece of shit. Fucking retarded liberal.
BC said Hassan is a millionaire and anti-capitalist Marxist.
Well, he comes from a very well-off family.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Oh shit! Are they driving towards the cops? We got it. We got
Fuck it,
another
we're out.
minivan.
Get a car. What's his name paid for this?
We got another minivan situation here.
Look at all these people.
Losers with no jobs, man. Contributing nothing to society, but they've always got the biggest opinions. Literally doing nothing.
Yeah, they've almost cleared the
with their
entire
lives.
now this okay.
You got time to do this shit? You got time to do shit like this on a Monday night? Tell me you're a loser without telling me you're a loser.
Someone
Straight up.
put protest question mark. Those are riots! Exclamation point.
Insurrection, right, Sean?
After several days of this,
Right.
I just don't know. Yeah, no, this is all right.
Best gay parade ever.
I wish
Taco
they had
Taco,
a-
where are you? Says Dave Wayne.
So where Tom is,
He's
I
had
wish
some
they
good
had-
comments tonight.
I wish they had rubber bullets for the sniper rifles, and they could just pick these people off from afar. But unfortunately, they don't. They don't make non-lethal. They don't make non-lethal ammo for
Hey,
the
hey,
rifles.
someone put, yeah, he was just DoorDash. Never ran on your friend says looks peaceful and calmly. Nerdrotic put, yeah, Pride is crazy this year. The real Nerdrotic.
Yeah.
Because there's the question mark next to his name.
Yeah,
Shout out to
he's
Nerdrotic.
He's been active in the chat for about an hour now.
Someone put Nerdrotic laughing my ass off. Yeah, great to see
Suddenly
him.
everything started to pick up with this last group that it seems like they're trying to move.
I'm gonna send him a comment.
There were no dispersal orders.
I said go at Nerdrotic.
Yeah. Well, thank God you're not blocked in this chat.
Nah, this is my kind of show, like you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, I know.
And I've been watching. Well, you were the person who introduced me to Nerdrotic, but that was like when I first met you. So I've been watching him for like 2 years now. Anyone remember Trump versus Elon? Look, there's another one from Nerdrotic.
Yep.
I'm guessing it's just smaller groups.
Yeah, he's funny too.
That are hanging back.
Yeah, well, and
It's called D-Day Cobra.
happens every time law enforcement pushes forward.
It's funny when you like
So you had a group go down.
look at
you had a group go down San Pedro, which made
look at a Nerdrotic stream and then look at a Phil stream.
every time the group split.
Yeah,
And Phil talks about how hard
Nerdrotic's
he
name
works.
is Gary, so when you see the name Gary, that's who they're talking about.
And on San Pedro Street, anyway, there seem to be a few more people, but they're very, very.
Yeah, Gary lives in Cali. That's why I said Gary wants to go back to Cali. That's where he used to live, or I don't know if he still lives there.
For those of us just joining us right now,
You talking about D-Day Cobra?
No, Nerdrotic's real name is Gary.
He lives in California still, doesn't he?
Well, they're saying, "Hey Gary, you escaped. How was the swim back?" So he must have maybe either left soon,
Seems to be the
recently.
best one. These are highlights from earlier, so these are not like current. At least those pictures weren't. That might be a current picture. But
Well, he might have just left. He might have left
let's
L.A.
see, Jay
He might
Riggs,
still
says,
be in
truckloads
California.
of bionic shield face masks are being delivered to LA rioters. Source YouTube channel Memology 101.
And someone said more riots. He
Oh,
meant to
oh,
say
actually saw that
instead of
happen live
protest.
earlier.
Whoa, he
This
just
is
shouted out
another thing that
Memology
happened
101.
earlier live, but hail Memology, we love Memology.
He's
And,
just shouted out
let's see.
Memology
Wow.
101.
Yeah, yeah.
Copied Kitty.
Wow,
First
full
time
circle, huh?
chat. Good job.
No wonder
Thank you so much. And again, thank you.
Cobra
all.
here knows who DSP
I
is.
even, I'm looking at this weekend, and I called Beardo earlier, and I said, "Hey, we're gonna have to do a square."
Will
up at some
Memology
point."
ever return to
I
FNT?
was like, by the time this ends, I could be like, I'm probably.
There was a Jewish
1,500
guy who
super
was
chats,
selling the
individual super chats
rioters
in the hall
bricks,
right now.
says
So we may
Darkside
just do something
Servat.
this weekend or something. I don't know.
In D-Day Cobra's
But
chat.
We're
Oh
gonna
my
try to, I'm gonna try to do a
God.
square up and,
I saw
my
that.
God.
and catch up on all these super chats because
I just realized
people
that who
deserve
that
it.
was.
The people deserve it. And thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best.
And he did the brick emoji.
Yeah, it's great. Look at this dude in the fucking monster fucking motocross jersey. He's
Play
just
some games
chilling.
and
He's
have a
like,
reader.
yeah,
That's
man, I'm
exactly
just
what
here
I
to
was
watch,
considering
bro.
doing. If it happens,
Yeah.
it'll be on the D-Day
Hey,
Cobra Gaming
I'm
stream.
not.
So
I'm
D-Day
I'm
Cobra
here. I'm
Gaming, I'm sure my mods
peaceful.
will drop links. I'll probably
Oh,
play
D-Day Cobra
some
Gaming.
video
He's got
games
a
and have
another
someone
one, huh?
read them, and then I can answer and respond.
Well, and Geeks and Gamers.
That's probably what's gonna happen. So
Make sure you have Geeks and Gamers followed.
But yeah, it'll happen on D-Day Cobra Gaming for this.
What does he do over there?
Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah.
He puts out videos and sometimes he games.
He does. He goes live.
And to a certain extent, it is.
Sometimes.
Look at the contrast here. We have a food truck.
I don't really fuck with gaming channels that don't go live.
I mean, he doesn't really stream live games. These guys are more like political now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying on Geeks and
Well,
Gamers,
fucking A,
he'll stream
Nerdrotic,
Mario
dude.
Kart on
Okay,
Geeks and
sounds
Gamers
like
channel.
An old boomer.
Nerdrotic is big
I'm
time now. He
approaching
goes on
YouTube
Piers
pretty
Morgan
much,
show
like,
like
this
all the
guy's so
time, bro.
smart.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the only one you've ever.
And they've had him on
watched.
Fox
That's the only
News,
reason you
too.
would Say that.
Testing earlier, which was right by the detention center and right.
I like that guy in the chat, MAGA man.
Of course, police kind of blocked off a lot of those areas starting earlier, and I think that the idea was to not let this go and escalate the way it has in other evenings, you know, just the past few days. So I think what happened was the impact was.
Yeah, Geeks and Gamers, they'll talk about sports sometimes on there.
You know, even though it's much further away from where they were, it's still.
I know they do live shows on the weekend, but
kind of feel to it where
they don't game like that.
Police realized they had to move in, and they did. And there was, you know, obviously.
Damn, look at all those cop cars. It looks like the Dark Knight Rises.
Well, it's crazy that they have that many cops.
Well,
on
no,
fucking
it's
staff.
It's a combination of LAPD, CHP, and Ventura PD. It's not all LAPD.
They have already dispersed this crowd. There's still people here standing around and kind of watching what's going on, but not engaging the police like they were. They are very much sort of like hanging back and kind of watching now. And we'll see if more people end up leaving. But right now, things have calmed down quite a bit.
We've still got some stuff going on here. On the Dad's Gone Live channel. If I turn that all the way up, it's going to be loud.
I wonder what the Dad's Gone Live
That's a little too
channel
loud
is.
right there. Is that good? Can you guys hear that?
That's
okay?
why everyone in the chat kept saying Dad went live.
They're moving dumpsters around again.
When I hear the channel name Dad's Gone Live, I kept thinking about the Eminem song My Dad's Gone Crazy. That's what I was thinking
Yeah, my
about.
dad.
Dad's
I
gone
bet, Jeremy.
Crazy? No, Dad's Gone Live.
Seeker of my dad. Shit. I guess nobody bought Servap's brick conspiracy in the chat.
Bro, LARPers know about LARPers. That chat has been fully LARPed.
Fully LARPed. Super Saiyan LARPed. Fucking Jedi level. They're fucking like Yoda LARPers in this bitch. What is that Mercedes doing? What are you gonna do?
Drop a link mods to this channel just to make sure they get proper credit for it. I want to try to credit all the channels that I'm pulling up and getting content from them.
Someone put
because we
Mexican
respect the
standoff.
grind here on the D-Day Cobra channel. We respect the grind.
Emotions boil over, and
Except the mainstream channels. Fuck them. They can all go to hell. But the independent creators that were watching their stuff, we link back to them. The mainstream channels, they can all go to hell.
All right, our Tom Waite live there in downtown LA. Thank you so much, Tom.
All right, let's get to our Nicole Comstock live for us in Santa Ana.
Protests
Like if
also
you look
picking up-
behind D-Day Cobra, that's where all of his systems are in all the games.
Nicole, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, you guys. We're just
Look, Santa Ana. This is right next to
we're just getting our
Disneyland.
camera back up because we walked a little bit too close behind the police officers and took in a little bit of the pepper from these pepper rounds. Not too much though, so we're still good to go. But we just
A little bit of the pepper.
we.
Oh shit!
You can
There it
hear
is.
what's going on out here. So people are basically lighting off these like.
Now, see, if I was a real criminal, I'd be committing some crimes away from downtown right now. I'd be like, okay, the cops are.
So they kind of do that. They
They're
advance on
booked.
them, and then
Let's go rob some shit.
They're booked.
Yeah. Let's go get some fucking diamonds or something. Let's get gold. Gold's up. Where we going?
Gold's up.
Yeah, I mean, are cops taking house calls? Is there like 4 cops taking house calls right now down there?
Immigration enforcement operations.
I don't
Good
know
point.
if this guy's going for a photo op. I don't know. What
I
he's
just said if
doing.
I was a
mean-
real criminal, this is when I'm
This is
doing
on the
crime
Dad's
right now,
Gone Live channel.
and I'd make sure it was away from
I think you're right.
downtown.
Uh-oh. We got a fucking terrorist. We
Oh,
got
I
a guy
thought that
wants-
kid on that bike. Who's that kid sitting in the street? Is that
He wants to
Hassan
be a-
Piker?
He wants to be a fucking martyr.
I want to be on TV.
Getting his
I want my CNN story told.
Thank you guys for those super chats.
I'm
legitimate.
CNN.
I want my CNN moment.
Hey,
I
Sean.
want to be on CNN. They
Hey,
will
Sean.
pay me. They
Sean,
will pay
this-
for my story.
This is my Tiananmen Square moment.
Appreciate that.
If those cops wanted to make us laugh, they'd just shoot him with like a tear gas fucking grenade, and then bounce off his head and
Oh,
start
right in the
smoking.
balls.
No, hit him with a
Right in the nuts.
Hit him with a beanbag. It'll knock him out. Literally.
I think he's wearing a He-Man hoodie.
I think that's Travis Scott.
Barkley, they're talking about doing that Tiananmen style shit at Trump's birthday party or whatever that he's having.
Shocker.
Promoting season 5 of Stranger Things.
BC said this is why owning a gun is a must.
To it. AB
Yeah, you're
still
right.
going off on Gavin
When the
Newsom.
cops are busy, you're on your
Holy
own.
crap.
Damn right.
Freaking AB.
Yeah, you got to figure there's only so many units available right now.
Hey, that black dude's wearing a Mexican hat. That's fucking hilarious.
On the scooter too. On the scooter.
And AB's like, I guess when he followed me, he looked up Geeks and Gamers. He goes, "Yo, what's Geeks and Gamers?" I was like,
Who stands with
Where do I
me?
start? Where do I
They're like,
start?
do you know what you're fighting for? And he's like,
What?
I don't remember.
Anybody that's wearing a mask should be getting arrested. Just for
Nerdrotic
waiting.
said, dude, get it to 60 FPS. And look, Jeremy saw that and he's changing it.
Nerdrotic's hilarious, man. Is that a He-Man
Oh,
sweater?
some
Maybe you're
fucking
right, I like it.
snipers.
Ultimate Rifle, Ultimate Warrior, maybe? Look at there's a car going by.
About to
See
switch
ya.
away, but then you got a vehicle driving up. They're putting the blinker on. All right, well, at least you're putting the blinker on.
driver.
That helps. You know, you're letting everybody know you're turning. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Nothing's happening on
Hey,
that
Pat,
front
you
right
you
now.
like to be driving that?
You're breaking up, Sean.
You broke up.
Actually, Santa Ana City
Oh,
Council
would you
members
like-
last month
Would you like to be driving in that neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, what, Uber? You'd have to imagine. I wonder
That's why I said-
how that works.
That's why I said earlier, Sean. You talk about. It's why, hey, Sean. That's why I said you talk. I said earlier. Talk about how Pesci likes to say it sounds like Mexico outside. This is a whole new level.
Obviously, some of
Oh, fucking A.
we're seeing out here are not appropriate behavior either.
Motherfuckers climbing traffic signals and shit.
Someone said that guy has suicide bomber written all over him.
Saying whatever messages they have. You can see
Nah.
those police down here in the street, and again,
He just wants to see if he can get on the front page of the LA Times. That's all.
we'll send it back to you guys. In the
Right,
studio.
that's what I said. He's just trying to be
He
a part
needs.
of a
He
book.
wants.
Get
he
some
wants
money
some.
somehow.
No, he just wants some pictures for his
I want to be
Instagram.
paid money for my story. And they're like, you don't have a story. You sat down in the middle of a street like a goof.
You got fucking.
Downtown LA for us tonight. Just Lori.
Yeah, we're actually
Times
not that
picture of
far from
2025.
this, but boy, what a difference it is where we are. This is an intersection that not so long ago was filled with protesters facing off with police. Then about an hour
Look at that
ago,
lady protester. I'm not going anywhere, motherfucker. You're going to stick a grenade up my ass.
They started to cuff people. I know we have some video
Hey.
of them taking people into
Dude's ass fucking himself with a shiitake mushroom.
these big white LAPD buses that we
Have it your way.
use when they start to
You going down, brother?
What up, Schmidt?
we saw that about an hour ago. They took away
Thank
Get
you
in
for
here,
the
Schmidt.
donations earlier.
maybe about 40
Piece of shit.
people who had been standing off with police for
Get in here,
hours
Schmidt.
on different intersections throughout downtown Los Angeles. Since they started putting the cuffs on, now this intersection.
Rioters just solved the homeless problem. Newsom, 1,000 IQ. LOL.
This one, that would be this clip right here. This aged pretty well.
Gavin Newsom came out against
Jonathan Rodriguez said deport.
proposition. Yeah, no, honestly, he's the goddamn Joker. Gavin
Newsom and Bass find fires relaxing.
From the Batman
Says
Dark
Lex
Knight,
Dummin.
Joker is in charge of Gotham. You remember, like, when he took over New York, basically. And the criminals roam free and the citizens are arrested. That's how.
Look up
Yes,
too says Darth
100%
Vader didn't
Elon
want
on
a
point right
jungle
there,
people
on point.
invasion either, bro. But woke Luke didn't understand.
Calm on on this corner in downtown Los Angeles. Again, such a stark contrast to where Tom Waite is, which is not so far from where we are at all. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, no doubt. And Lori, regarding those
Well,
people that are
good
being
enough.
arrested, it looks like they are being taken in. It's not like a cite and release.
Elon kiss-ass Musk,
Mel
now
Brooks
that
called
Trump
the
has
desert.
shunned him.
Yes, that's right. We saw them loaded up on the buses. Again, 2 full buses.
Dark
probably
MAGA
people.
rises.
Yeah, they were loaded up.
Says
Nothing
T
else is
from
happening here. This guy's
Loas.
just sitting here for his viral moment, I guess.
With these protests, if they catch you vandalizing or
Book
breaking
'em,
the law, they're
Dano.
gonna take you in.
Absolutely. Well, as we
No
watch
bail
these
for traitors,
protests
says
play out
Danielle's
in
Corner.
Downtown LA, we want to show you these pictures of protesters still in the streets of downtown LA tonight, still making their
Hang Gliding Montana says Elon lose 100 billion in one tweet.
More officers are actually possibly on shift tonight if they were needed, as a citywide tactical alert was issued earlier tonight, right, Mike?
Yeah, citywide tactical alert was issued tonight.
Someone put go Trump MAGA.
The nights before that.
Plenty of room in the bus.
There's bars over those windows, so but you've got the
They're all waiting for the drug dealer, says Golden Age.
Hopefully they don't, it didn't look like a real hard effort, so hopefully it doesn't actually get
The sushi shop is being looted. It's all over X.
looted like we did see the last night. So
Wow. That's
Luke
crazy.
Skywalker was a sister kissing woke simp.
Send me the tweets in Discord, BC.
Fireworks were being thrown at those officers.
Peaceful skateboard. What is there, a skateboarder?
Yeah. There's always, hey, if there's fucking hooligans out there, will always be a homie out there skating. Always. This is what skaters.
That
live
was
for,
your
this
chance,
type of-
Barkley. Where's
Yeah,
Rittenhouse? Says J.E. You guys know who Rittenhouse is?
Drone flying through this area. Now, it's more than likely just for reporting purposes.
That was that kid, the kid who killed the dude in the riot and got proved innocent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rittenhouse.
Fuck, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
BC, didn't you say the sushi restaurant is getting looted?
No, that's what it says in that chat. I don't know if
Oh.
BC put it. I'm reading D-Day Cobra's chat.
That's crazy.
That some people are trying to do.
Fucking
I want to show you more
assholes.
here because we saw this last night. We're seeing a little bit tonight where these protesters are trying to.
I'm reading here, ABC7 out in Los Angeles says Trump deployed another 2,000 National Guard troops to LA, Newsom says. And then it says 700 Marines deployed to Los Angeles as well.
Kind of monitoring the situation. You see that very large contingent of Ventura County Sheriff's Office, CHP, all of those different agencies.
Christopher Sean says, this is like another day in the Mexican hood, it seems.
Peaceful, go the hell home. Stop wasting tax dollars. Look at there.
Dan A says, a normal person looks at a cop wrong in a traffic stop and would end up cuffed in the back of the car. Here, they are allowed to get away with almost anything. What orders are they under?
Downtown LA.
Yep.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. Let's get live now to our Nicole.
Hey, I love this. Someone named Jake says, I just got in. They're peacefully tossing dumpsters.
Another big
Oh!
They do not like that, and the LA County Sheriff's deputies out here as well. So you can see them posted up now in the center of Broadway and 4th in Santa Ana, and they're still using those pepper ball rounds. I don't know if you can see the officer with these like pepper ball guns they're using to shoot them in.
It says boom on the box.
Big pepper ball.
You know, right after they throw these big firecrackers and fireworks.
Is our boy still sitting on the road?
Enforcement officers, then they kind of like run back down the street
Totally
again.
peaceful, guys.
It's basically a game of cat and mouse out here tonight, where they're trying to push them down.
Are you
the
sharing
road,
this on your
away from the
stream?
Federal building,
yes.
Which is where we have
Yeah.
dozens of National Guard troops protecting that building tonight with a fleet of Humvees. They also have all the roads around that block.
An officer in Texas was ran over, according to somebody. Could be
You should title. Hey, you should title the stream tomorrow.
Really wish I knew
Will
who
the
posted
riots
this, but
continue?
thank you. NBC LA has this feed.
PWO
Thank
presents.
You guys are the MVPs. Let me go back up. Who said that?
Saturday, Sunday,
man, I don't know. Who said it.
LA riots, day 4.
Yep.
Well, night four.
Today's day 4.
But they told me NBC LA has the helicopter.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Do mostly peaceful bricks cost more?
Always MVP. Always. Thank you, sir.
Says Thomas Foley.
Jewish bricks.
All right, so we've got this shot here.
Imagine the OT being paid.
As we monitor.
Oh, the cops are making bank.
All employees.
Feed right now.
Repeat, all employees.
Probably the feed I was on is probably the better one for now, but I'm going to keep an eye on that
all employee.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
I am one of our employees. I'm going to the platform.
It was Storm. Thank you, Storm.
Take that, Storm.
I saw that guy rolling over there
Choke
for a
on it.
minute. So, all right. So we still got the.
Someone
overhead
just wrote
shot.
Uber.
Uber.
Rises shot.
So much peace. Somebody put so much
Hey,
so
look at
much
it.
peace tonight.
Thanks, Eric K.
He said Dark Knight Rises. That's what I said.
We do have awesome mods. I don't like complimenting them that much, but you know, they are pretty good. They are pretty good. So.
I'm one of
But
our
it's part of the
employees.
meme,
I'm going
you
to
know?
the
Like,
platform.
I can't compliment them that much. It's part of the meme.
Part
don't
of
have
the
any
meme.
audio on this one, I don't believe. No audio. So we'll keep an eye on this and see what happens really quick. Bane music for the win. Hell yeah. Let's go. Cam says he barely even reads what we have to say.
What the fuck? Is this a
So we have
bike
this
party or
overhead
something?
shot. Doesn't seem like a lot at the moment. They don't seem overly aggressive. So let's go back to this one really quick.
Of cat and mouse eventually is going to get old. These officers are going to perhaps move in and arrest somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure they're super tired of it at this point. Maybe at about 8:30ish, we saw them walking one person over.
Yeah, I
to the
wonder
other
how that
person.
works,
It seemed
Gonzo.
Like they were detaining
First
that
time super chat
person,
from
but we
Hawaii.
didn't have eyes on
Just
what
want
they
to
were
thank you
doing
for all
before
you
that,
do.
So I don't know if that was somebody who was
What a
lighting
way
off fireworks or
to
just
end
like
my
getting
politics
up in
break.
the law enforcement officers'
Thank you
faces
so
or
much.
going into an area they
Appreciate
weren't
it.
supposed to be in. But we haven't seen any other arrests or detentions going on out here. We haven't seen police officers moving into an area with like any handcuffs or the
Thank
little
you,
zip
Jackie,
ties that they
for the 5
sometimes
gifted
use at these
memberships.
things. So it doesn't seem to me
They
like
are
have a big
looting the
plan in
sushi
place
shop
yet to
on a
start
different
detaining
street.
people. It seems like they're just continuing down the street and hope that people eventually go home before things get to that point. But they are
Shooting
being
spree
successful
tonight.
in keeping people, farther away from the federal building, which is what the National Guard is working on protecting tonight.
Yeah, from SkyCal, you can see definitely the officers there in place.
10
and it's hard
gifted
to even,
memberships.
pinpoint where the protesters are in this
Thank
shot,
you.
right, Susie?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
you can see that they're spread out just like they are in downtown LA. And speaking of downtown LA, we want to go back now to our Tom Waite, who's live there on the ground. He has a report for us. He's seen.
Why the fuck is the reporter wearing a mask?
The peppers and the smoke and everything.
No, it says optimistic one. Ask that.
I don't know if
Is
you
that
can
why,
roll
though?
back our tape about
Yeah.
our video from TOC for about 30 seconds ago. It was
Schmidt says Bossman is an undercover agent for the FBI sent to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. Gonzo says he could make up even more selling the people out to the police.
Let's see the footage.
I'm not even sure what else they were shooting, but they were responding.
BC says Bossman goes to the riots for the free food.
People were getting more and more angry and then throwing more and more things at the police. And
Someone put pepper balls are spicy even for Mexicans.
truck right now and avoid any sort of incident. We just ran through the shopping
These
mall
people are
outside
unbelievable,
Gatsu,
says Debbie King.
where all this was unfolding near the intersection of San Pedro and
Yeah, we saw you just walk through the
so it
Little
was,
Tokyo shopping plaza there, Tom, walking away with some of the protesters as well.
some lovely shops in there, I will say. Unfortunately, not able to stop at them. But yeah, this was very a very scary situation that just played out there. And
$3 sushi tray is a no-go for me.
protesters were doing, throwing things at police. The response from police was to push the crowd back and to use, intense tactics to break up the crowd and to try and disperse the crowd. This crowd has been sort of lingering here for a while, and it's been like a pressure cooker. It's been building and building. It's a lot of remnants from people who
It's a pressure cooker.
Lex Dummon said it will take decades to un-Biden America.
Getting them to
I don't know how you can, I don't know how you can blame Biden for this, to be honest with you.
we still
No,
see
yeah, no, I get it.
more of, I think that's the crowd over there that. Yeah, hey, Anna, let's go. Hey, we're gonna let you guys go. We gotta be safe here. We'll be back with you once we're clear.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. We're going to keep SkyCal above the scene there where you see, and Susan, you can.
They aren't protesters. They are rioters.
Chris, for the 10 gifted
you have to
memberships.
find a safe place to.
Appreciate it, man.
And as Tom was talking about this crescendo,
Insurrection, yeah.
passions kind of, bubbling up, right?
Okay, so I've still got the overhead feed that I'm keeping an eye on this one right here. Not really
January
seeing
6th
anything
was
happen
only
except
3
for a lot of
hours. This has
people
been going
walking
for
right
4
now.
days.
But at the same
You know what I'm
time,
Keep an eye
saying?
on this
when
to
they
see
start
what
getting
happens.
out of hand like that, Mike, I think that's when they're going to step in and say, hey, that's enough.
Yeah, and I did go back and look at Tom's recording because obviously we're always recording on our crews, but when they're not on the air. And CHP did start to pop off some flashbangs. So CHP was shooting flashbangs in the direction of Tom and where he was.
It says peaceful
and
protest.
And
Don't
yes, I've been
believe
keeping
your
an eye on my
eyes and
Rumble
ears.
chat all night. I see you guys. We've had about 800, 900 people there all night. So
Somebody
thank you
put
guys for
Ariba,
tuning in on
Ariba,
Rumble.
andale,
Notice I have
andale.
not been put back on the front
Speedy
page.
Gonzalez.
Popped off of Rumble, putting me on the front
Some
page.
boss man shit.
So, yeah,
Oh, shit.
that's what I expected.
Continuing down that street, what you heard in the back was LAPD moving around as well, trying to reposition themselves also.
This hits home for Busman.
Is getting an eye on here, but we'll get that sorted out in just a second. But yeah, CHP, Ventura County Sheriffs, they were in control of that.
Uh-oh.
Looked like LAPD
Ambulance.
was coming to join the party. They had been primarily dealing with that other crowd where Lori Perez was. They were taken into
And
custody.
BC says Legos and riots with DSP.
Yeah.
We're kind of refusing to leave.
Rumball says, stop pretending you like us. I do like
That's a
you.
good
I
point,
like every
BC.
single person that watches on
He
Rumble.
wouldn't
I
have the
just don't
balls
like
to cover
Rumble
something like this.
platform and the people that run it.
That they are
He's an
trying
idiot.
to get that crowd in downtown LA under control and get them to move around and get them out of the area. And I'll check, and let me just see one more time if they've declared an unlawful assembly. We hadn't seen that yet, at least not from Central Division. But again, we know that the other agencies were kind of taking over that area.
And so far, Mike, we haven't gotten any numbers of injuries or people being transported because of being injured at any of these protests, right?
No, I mean, we had heard. Okay, so we're getting some information that there may be an officer being transported here to Los Angeles County General. So that's why the chopper is here looking. We'll see if it's this ambulance right here, what's going on. But the chief had said, or there was a statement this morning that said 5 officers had been injured, but we had understood it to be injured. But
Must
not
learn
the
to
point
use
where-
environment.
Injured to the point where they were able to be treated on scene and kind of
Guerrilla warfare.
That's what you told me. Remember?
Because the mounted unit, which is not out
Yeah.
tonight, the mounted
When I
unit was out
when I
yesterday.
started this game.
Man, they went
Must learn to use environment.
Molotov cocktail that was thrown at them. They were dealing with it. So we'll see.
We got this
Come
going
on.
on.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
I don't know where where they're heading right now. Dan the Man says, does he even care if he's on CommingTube's front page? No, just Rumbles. I have never been anywhere near YouTube's front page. Trust me. I've never. I've had videos that should have trended, not even close. So no, I've never been on YouTube's front page ever. So that's if I ever get put on their front page, trust me, I'll bitch about it. But with Rumble, it happens if you're in the Cool Kids Club or if they don't have anybody under contract. Oh shit, he just threw at the cop car. He blew the window out. What the fuck?
What?
I don't have any audio on this. I have no audio on this. They
threw
need to go
something?
after that guy
What I
right
missed?
now. Holy shit.
I have no idea.
You threw something at the cop?
AXN just got peppered. Fuck, I can't go over there right now. Hang on. You got pepper sprayed? Holy shit, man. We got a lot going on all of a sudden. We got people being transported to the hospital. We got dudes throwing shit at cop cars. We got a dude getting pepper sprayed. Holy shit, man. Business has picked up at 12:30 Central for me. So that means, is he coming after him? It wasn't the guy in the white shirt, was it? I don't think it was the guy in the white shirt.
All right, BC. I'll see you tomorrow, brother.